Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Colin, and I'm joined with Alan, aka Rakdos Madness, aka Mr. Team Tottenham Go. What is up, Alan? How's it going,
Hey
dude?
man, good, going good, going good. It's
Good
early
deal,
for
man.
me.
Me too. Yeah, it's a lot more early for you than it is for me right now. But still, yeah, I appreciate you being here with me, man.
Yeah, it's my
To
pleasure.
everybody, yeah, and to everybody out there in the world, we are working really hard to get a live stream uh, of uh, of Lucas Bergvall's final match of the season. Um, and we're like this close to having it. Turns out it's a little harder than I thought to trick the internet into thinking you're in Sweden, but that's okay. We're gonna get it. Um, have you looked at the starting lineups or anything for the match yet? Um,
Yeah, let me pull that
yeah,
up.
yeah, dude.
'Cause I got it.
I would
Um,
appreciate you. Yeah, man.
if I butcher the names,
I'm
it's
gonna
only
make fun
because
of
I
you.
don't. Yeah.
Just playing. Um, but yeah. So is our
Is
boy
it
playing?
our boy is playing?
Thank God. We're at least we're at least somewhere here, so that's good.
Yeah, no
It
doubt.
could have been a lot worse. Dude, we've already got people in the chat as well. Um, yeah, look at this. Shemtan is giving me flack as always, saying Colin's still on holiday time. I see. Yeah, I'm really sucking it up today, guys. The match has started. Let me get the scoreboard up for everyone to see. Presenting share screen. Soccer scoreboard. Boom. Let me change this up a bit. Boom. And yeah, man. And away we go. I gotta find out. We're about a minute into the match. Good deal. And away we go. Let's
Away we
see.
go.
I'm also doing this all from my mother's house, if you can't tell here. So the screen, my setup's a little different than normal. So hope you can hear me okay. Um,
Yeah.
we're 2 minutes into the match. Okay, let me see if that one link. How I told you I had that super cool link. It does not seem to be playing the match yet. Oh man, hold on. Adjusting myself, and we're here. Okay. First of all, Alan, you can hear me okay, right?
I do.
Lovely. I hear you perfectly. Remember how we used to not be able to stream together? There used to be some kind of like an audio issue that we had.
I
But
wonder
look,
if it had to do with the fact that I have a StreamYard account now.
that could be that. Absolutely could be
I'm
it.
paying for
Um,
good quality.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, Scott Colliver is in the house real quick saying good evening from the land down under. Big up, Scott. We've got.
Yes,
Um,
Scott. Good evening.
yes, we've got Pete is in the house. 10 p.m. in Melbourne. What's up, Pete? Hope you're doing well, man. We've
Man,
also got Liam Hardy in the
the
house.
future.
Uh, he's calling you Klopp. He says you like Jurgen Klopp. I like it.
Oh,
Um,
cool. That's
and
pretty good
then,
cred.
yeah, dude, absolutely. Uh, and then Scott saying he thinks that he almost set his house on fire trying to make microwave popcorn. Dude, I'm glad that you're safe. Stay safe, man. Um, but hey, at least you can do that. I can't find the stream. But it is still 0-0. I have that much known to me at least. We're in the third minute of the match.
I have
And
the lineup and everything all kind of pulled up if we want to look at
yeah,
if you
dude,
want me
go
to
ahead.
share.
Please do. Please do.
Present.
Please present. And yeah, let me stop screen for just a second on that one. Yeah, man, you can go ahead and throw that up if you'd like. While I am working on getting this up in the background for us.
How do I make that bigger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not very many people care about this match, you guys. Except us. Obviously, we care a lot.
Well, I'm curious about this player who, Bergvall is supposed to be like make him out to seem like he's the second coming, which I'm hoping.
Yeah,
But
of course. Yeah.
I'm
I
very
might
excited about
have found a link here. Don't want to get too excited, but hell yeah. Okay, good deal. Hey man, we're in. Let me send you this link, buddy.
Sure.
Life is good, guys. We made it. We did it. Everybody, we are here. I'm putting it in the private chat for you, my man. So there is that link. And I have some more if that one decides to give us any trouble. It's currently right at about 4 minutes into the match. Oh my God, is this? No, I think this is the wrong match. This is hilarious. No, we're good. We're good.
This is probably it.
Yeah, we made it, man. We made it.
Yeah.
We did it. That was tough. That was tough. Sorry for the rough intro, everyone. And by the way, I also haven't streamed in a while, so I'm kind of just. And I haven't had any coffee today, Alan. What's the deal? But guys,
oh my God.
Just so that everybody who is tuning in is aware, we are currently checking out the match. Let me reshare the scoreboard here too, so everyone can kind of see that at least.
I don't know how you're functioning without coffee.
I'm dying for real, but I had to, you know me, lastsecond.com on everything. So let's see. And we're not too far off. I'm at 442. What's your stream showing here?
449, 450, 451.
Sweet. So you might see a goal a second or two before me. Here's where we got to figure out which of these teams is which.
That's a very good question.
Oh Lord, guys, we're funny people. I'm sure I could figure this out actually. So it looks like Hammarby, the team they're playing against, I think they're going to be the guys in green.
Okay.
Who have the ball right now, kind of up by their corner flag, towards the goal they're chasing.
Towards the goal. And it's going to be a Djurgården. Oh, there's a guy shot by a sniper from the stands, down on the ground.
Oh snap! Yep, they got him good. They got him good. Yep. He's calling for help. He needs all kinds of help.
There's Bergvall. Yep, there he goes.
There he was beautiful. Bergvall, there his beautiful yellow mop he's got up top.
Yep, definitely a sniper shot. Guy is down. I'm guessing in about a minute or two, he'll pop right back up as if nothing happened.
Oh, of course.
There's Lucas Bergvall. Okay, so you were right. The Hammarby's the team in green, and Djurgården. Oh, it's probably like Djurgården or something like that is in the blue.
Boom. Scott could have hooked us up probably with a link here. Scott says that blue is Bergvall's team. He's the one with the bright blonde hair. And Donna Cullen is in the house. I like blonde, says Donna. Big up Donna. Hope you're well, Donna. Long time no see, Donna. But yeah, so yeah, man. Let's just go back and enjoy this match. He's still being treated. I think I might take this moment to go grab a cup of coffee.
Go.
Alan, are you you got this?
Yeah, I got this.
Let these people know what they're seeing. And guys, we just wanted to see today kind of what Bergvall's all about. There's so many unknowns about this kid. Is he going to be able to come in and is he going to be able to make an instant impact next season? And we're hoping that this game gives us a little bit of insight. It's his last game of the season, so we thought, hey, what a nice thing to watch and hopefully learn a bit about our boy. So that's where we are. But yeah, I will be back in 2 seconds, my friend. Grabbing coffee. One moment.
Well, in the meantime, we got a player down. Everybody's looking pretty concerned, although there's a lot of smiles around him. Yep, lots of smiles. My guess, though, it looks like he will be subbed on. And subbed off, I mean. A lot of concern. I'm looking for a sniper in the stands. He's back up. And he's walking. Who is this? What is his name? He's being helped off, but he is walking, so that's good. People cheering him. And we're going to get back to the business end of the game. How's everybody doing in the chat? Everybody doing okay? I saw it's super late in the future in Australia. All right, now again we got your garden. They've got the ball. Whoever it is that's got the ball. Oh, it's bossed off the ball. Hammarby with it. They're coming down the final third. But it gets cut out by Larson.
I'm back. I just want to say, too, that this stream is brought to you by our newest sponsor, Nescafe Gold Instant Espresso. Big up to Nescafe Gold in their Instant Espresso, saving the day today. Yeah, man. So have I missed anything cool?
Well, the guy that was on the ground crying for dear life is back up, strangely enough.
Oh, man. Who would have thought? Playing like nothing happened, huh?
Right. Well, he's back. He is back. Donna Cullen. No, I am not single.
I see that Djurgården are playing a 4-2-3-1, so that's pretty cool. The system, or the formation doesn't look too far off of what we're playing, so that's nice. That's a good thing at least. At least he's not playing, in like some weird back 3, back 5 system where he'll have to, kind of relearn his role.
Retrain him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see where. And by the way, I'm at about 10:25. Is that close to where your stream is?
10:31, 10:32, 10:33.
Good enough for this type of stream. I think we're doing great. Yeah, here they go. Oh man, Djurgården breaking forward.
Final third. Oh, nobody in the middle.
Oh man, that was a nice pass. That was very reminiscent of it would be coming from the other side, something that Timo Werner would put in for Spurs.
Yes, very much so.
Nice fizzed across the face of goal. It was good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm way too close to my camera, by the way, and I don't have a hat on. So everyone, I'm bald, A, and B, sorry that you're seeing my face so close up. And I think at halftime, I'm going to grab us another stream because this one's being a little wonky for me, but not too bad. There was that. Did Bergvall just get fouled there? I think he just. Nope, that's another.
No, that wasn't Bergvall. That was another blonde guy.
Sorry, all us look the same. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so, yeah, Hammarby's back on the ball.
Nope.
To be totally and completely honest, I haven't seen tons of Bergvall yet.
I haven't seen any of Bergvall.
Is that him that played that forward pass?
No.
That's the other dude. Okay, gotcha.
There's Bergvall. Ball's just passing him.
What number is he? Do you know? Oh, okay. Oh, I see where you're at.
Bergvall is number 21.
Perfect. Very Christian Eriksen of him. I like that. All right, cool. Yeah, they had a nice little piece of play right here. I like that little pass. It's pretty clever. Pass forward.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Belcher in the chat saying, "Hope everyone's having a good day. Another one closer to seeing how far the club will go to backing Ange." Yeah, man, absolutely. Good to have you here, Rob Belcher. Supporter of the channel.
Is Bergvall an Ange? Was he an Ange pickup, or was he brought on before Ange was?
I think it was pre-Ange. Anyone in the chat, if you guys can correct us, yeah. But yeah, it's seeming like he was
Bergvall.
Pre-Ange. Boom. Love to see him getting some touches, getting on the ball, getting involved.
Looks like. Wait. Another Bergvall is coming on?
Hold the phone.
Another Bergvall.
What the hell? That's gonna make this so hard.
Yeah, we got his
And,
stunt double coming on.
and he's 12, so you just flip the number around.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here, man? This is truly odd.
Maybe he's got a brother that plays?
Should we sign him too? I mean, that honestly that must be who it is, but that's so bizarre.
I don't know. They got is sign in too.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Hammerby coming in, and he gets shot from the stands. I hope the ref isn't thinking. No, they look alike. Oh
yeah.
no! I think they just gave away a penalty kick.
No kidding. No way. Okay.
Yeah, I think other Bergvall just gave it away.
No, God, no. Okay. Well, interesting. We'll not go grab him then. Let's see. I'm watching the replay now. I think I'm a couple seconds behind you. The ball's in the box. Oh, it looks like legs kind of tangled up together. And
yeah.
Ooh, no, that's absolutely a foul. There's no way to. And I don't think they have VAR in this league. I could be wrong. They might have it in Sweden. Who knows? But
he came on the pitch, and then like 5 seconds later, he's given away a penalty.
That is not the same Bergvall that we're getting, though, everyone. No. Just so everybody knows, this is not our Bergvall.
Right.
But yikes. This is good, though, because historically in this match, I think that Hammarby have been the ones to lose. Goal Hammarby, though. Historically in this match, I think they usually lose it this fixture. So this will be cool. Hopefully this adds some excitement and kind of picks up the pace here. Never hurts. Goals, right. What do they say? Goals make games or something. There's some stupid quote. Yeah,
I mean, Peanut with the maybe don't sign the brother. Definitely don't sign the brother.
Big up dry roast Peanut. Yeah, and it was definitely Bergvall B. Thankfully. Looks like we got 51 people in the house. What is up, everybody? Good to have y'all here. Let me update the score. I need to update the scoreboard, everybody. And we got Hammerby up a goal early on here. So
he's not even on the bench. How? Oh, there he is. Yeah, Theo Bergvall. That's
interesting. Theo Bergvall. Let's see how close I am. So my clock is behind again. I'm definitely gonna have to get a new stream at halftime. But that's all good. I found the list. We're in great shape, and the timer's not too far off. This is good.
Timer's a little far. Well, I don't know. What's your time right now?
On the stream, I'm at 16:03. What about you?
16:14, 16:15.
Okay.
So we're a little ahead on the clock. That's no big deal.
Yeah, but I'll fix it.
There's Theo.
Does that look better? Is that clock looking better?
Oh, thank you, Donna Cullen. Theo's the older brother. He looks younger.
He is. Wow. Interesting. See, we're learning stuff today. Donna, big up to you. And big up to everybody that's in the house tonight. We really appreciate you guys. Again, just trying to get our eyes on our new boy before he comes in. So far, and I mean, it could just be the league. It could be a multitude of things, but I haven't seen much, if anything, impressing me from him yet. I don't even know if I've seen him touch the ball.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's done much. In fact, Djurgården, if that's the correct pronunciation, I'm probably terribly butchering it.
We're just going with it. No, Djurgården, I like it. Yeah.
They haven't been playing well at all. So far, it's been all Hammerby. There's our guy.
There he is. 21. Yeah, man, he's old enough to drink in the United States. 21.
21.
No, but yeah, Hammerby are just dictating, possession, tempo. Yikes.
I'd really like to all Hammerby.
I'd really like to get some idea. Like I'm like you probably, like clips of Bergvall. Like I've watched, like compilations. I've watched bits and pieces, but I'm not seeing any of that in this match.
Mm-mm.
I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade or say the sky's falling, because it's not yet, but we're definitely going to need to see. Oh,
did it pause for you? There we go.
No, it didn't. But did you see that upfield, that pass upfield?
I didn't.
Oh, I think he played a pretty sick pass. But they've got him in a it looks like almost a holding role. He's Yeah, he's right at the edge of the box there. I'm at 18-14,
There he is.
18-15.
He's got the ball now. Okay. I'm at
Where are you at?
1826,
Oh, okay.
1827, 1828.
Nice.
There we go. Djurgården in front of
There
goal.
he goes. Yeah, come on, buddy. Nice. Ooh, silky little flick. Wasn't Bergvall, one of his boys.
There's Bergvall with the ball right now. And he's coming up on the left-hand side here.
He is a big boy. That's one thing. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. Oh, here he comes on the left. You're right. Come on. And he loses it. But hey,
Still
at least
fighting.
he's trying. I think Ange will like that fight. Ange likes to play with the fight. Oh, and they retain possession up by their corner flag. Nice.
Bergvall getting back into position. Cross goal. Somebody shoot. Nope. They're doing kind of like what Tottenham does. A lot of passing in front of goal.
Yeah, he'll fit in perfectly with they're almost doing our horseshoe maneuver that Jose has patented. Yeah, the patented horseshoe. And Hammarby on the counter looked at almost completely just carve him open with relative ease. Damn.
Yep.
Maybe
We'll say it looks like Hammarby's strategy seems to be running into the box and then falling down.
Which it's already gotten them a goal.
Which has already gotten them a goal.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are officially 20 minutes into the match by my clock. We're approaching halfway into the first half. So far, I mean, Alan, what are you thinking? I mean, have you seen anything to form any kind of opinion on Bergvall, or jury's still out for you?
I haven't seen him play much. I mean, he do much in this game. He hasn't really done much in this game. His brother has had more effect currently, and that was in the negative.
Whoa!
Shot on goal.
Yeah, that was a nice run too. So for everybody out there, Bergvall just had a really nice run through the center of the pitch, kind of from their defensive end all the way up the pitch, and to have a shot at goal kind of from the edge of the 18 there. It was a pretty tame shot on goal. Keeper collected it relatively easy. No, but I do like that he's getting involved and taking it upon himself to make things happen. So positive, everybody. Seeing a positive there. And this coffee is working. I am waking up. Thank Christ. Yeah, finally. Hammarby, though, back on the ball.
Can I move myself down from underneath the talking ball?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Sorry about that. And boom. There you go. Better.
Oh, wow.
Good. Yeah. Okay, so we got look how many people we've got in the chat. Real quick, wanted to say
56. Way to go.
Yeah, dude. Big up to everybody. Gyro's Peanut saying we're not even impressed by his hair. No, his hair absolutely is impressive, especially with a guy like me. Especially when you're dealing with a mop like this. Yeah, his hair is impressive. John Fitzpatrick is in the house. What is up, brother? Just barely missed him when I was in Ireland. Sad time. But John, hope you're doing well, buddy. Callum says he can't find a stream anywhere. Callum, I had to Google Hammarby, and then I Googled the words Reddit soccer stream. But that phrase is what I Googled, and then I found the stream. I'm not really sure if I'm going to get in trouble if I put it in here, but if you guys can't find it, I absolutely will put it in. We got Ivration. What's up, man? He says end result guesses. Do you have an end result guess yet, based on what you've seen so far, my man?
It looks like it's all Hammarby. So
I'm saying it's going to be a one-all draw. I know that might be controversial, but maybe that's just what I want to happen. You know, we're all Djurgården fans tonight, baby.
Thank you, Donna Cullen.
Yeah, you are. Since I only have one screen, you're in charge of the chat, Alan. All right.
Sure. I have one. It's just a very big screen.
Oh, nice. See, I'm on my little lappy It's like my backup laptop too. Ooh, Hammerby are playing some good football, man. I like it.
Yes, they are.
I like it. And then did you see Donna let us know that Theo Bergvall is actually 1 year older than Lucas Bergvall, and he plays right back. And he also gives away penalties professionally.
Professionally.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whew.
So I guess if things, the way they stand, if Hammerby wins, they'll be in third, which I think gives them a Europa.
Yeah, they can't get out of third, though, no matter what it looks like, right?
Yeah, but it gives them a Europa Conference. This league, they don't qualify for Europa. It goes from Champions League down to Europa Conference.
Interesting. And then is Champions League in this league? You're going to have to inform me a bit. Is the Champions League only for like the top place team in this league, or do they have 2 spots?
Let me see. So in the standings, so Champions League qualification would be only for Malmo for the first place, and then Europa Conference would go to both Djurgården and Hammarby.
Maybe that's why it's looking like Djurgården aren't playing very hard. They don't have an absolute shit ton to play for today.
No, because even if they win, they still don't make it into the Champions League.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. That would have been a lot more exciting. That's for sure. Everybody in the chat, let me know. Are you finding the stream the way that I let you guys know about it? Gyros Peanut says, "Can we get the brother to replace Royale? Who cares if he gave away a penalty?" I think you might. I think somebody's going to have to replace him. I think he's leaving this summer. I really do. While we're waiting for Djurgården to do anything, for Bergvall Jr. to do anything, do you think, well, just some speculation, some wild speculation, do you think that Emerson Royale will be with us come the beginning of next season?
No. I think he's going to go to another European team who will have him play more than he's been playing with us.
Yeah. And I think he'll look like a good player too. That happens a lot when players leave Spurs, you know?
Oh, I wish him nothing but the best.
Oh yeah. Seems like a great dude too. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I just think that needs to go somewhere else to get more play time. And I think, in a different system, I just don't think he fits Ange's system.
Agreed 100%. He can't play that inverted fullback role.
Yep. We're seeing the first yellow card of the day.
Yikes, he just drug Hammerby him down, rode him like
hugging
a horse.
Onto him. Yeah, he's basically loving on the guy. Vagic
got a little graphic there for a minute.
Yes, he did.
Again, to everybody in the chat that's hanging out with us, thanks a bunch for being here. This is dual streaming on Team Tottenham Go and Talk and Ball. So if you haven't subscribed to either, we would love for you to. It would be really nice to have you on the teams, the respective teams. Alan and I work together. We're working together more and more and more. But yeah, if you really
Lucas Bergvall with the yellow card.
He can't even believe it. Let's see what he. Oh yeah, lunge. There's no way he was getting to that. I don't know. It did kind of look like he tried to pull out. And look at that, Hammerby celebrating that yellow card like it was a goal. These guys want the win. That's the difference. Yeah. Djurgården are just there. They're just lining up. They have to play today. Hammerby look like they wanna win.
Well, the goalie with the full headgear.
Look at that.
What's his name?
Petr Cech.
Cech.
Yeah. So we got a nice free kick lined up here. Hammerby looks like they're getting ready to smack one. I wouldn't be surprised if they test the goalkeeper here, Alan.
Well, interesting. It's a beautiful day there, wherever they're playing.
Surely is. And a goal has been scored from that
Wow.
free kick. What are you talking about? I've got to update the score
Beautiful.
so I don't forget. Holy moly, guys! This isn't at all what we expected, but I'm having at least fun watching
Beautiful
good
set
match. A
piece.
good match. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I knew he was gonna. I said it. I was like, he's going for goal. Well, hey, Iration, there goes my 1-all score prediction. Yikes, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Callum,
looks like
Callum,
Hammerby.
yeah, Callum. Let us know if you got the link. Um, let us know.
Wow, right in the corner. Goalie had
It was,
no chance.
it was beautiful. But how does he get a shot? I don't know. You know, he was so far out. That's inexcusable. I think the keeper should have stopped it. But then again, I'm not a goalkeeper.
Kind of harsh. He was behind. You know, it's tough behind the wall.
For sure. I'm sure we'll see more highlights of that, or they'll replay that, especially during halftime. I'll have to watch it a little closer.
Nahir Basara with the goal for Hammerby.
Great
The
goal
goalie
too.
looking stunned.
He doesn't even know what's going on. He's ready to go home. All right, so let's see. Hopefully, we just get at least some Bergvall action. You'd think being the last match with his team, he would want to, go out with a bang.
Where the Bergvall boys have been, unfortunately, a disaster today for the team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The two penalties they give away resulted in goals.
Yeah, exactly. The older brother gives away the penalty. Yeah, and then this free kick, just bad.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It sure is, but making for a fun match to watch. So Hammerby back on the front foot. Looks like they're attacking down their left side.
Into the box. Oh! That was almost a third goal.
Oh God. Sorry, I'm a couple seconds behind. That was awesome.
Quite the bullet.
Yeah, dude. Hammerby are a fun team. They're a fun team to watch. Look at that. Look at that accuracy. Took that other ball right off the little stanchion thing it was on. Okay. So goal kick. We've got Djurgården already losing possession. They just can't hold on to possession. And I thought that was Bergvall's whole deal. I thought he was pretty pressure resistant. I thought that he dictated play from the middle of the pitch. I'm not seeing that. Today.
No.
But we'll give him a pass. This is just one match, but it's the one I've actually watched from start to finish. And while I'm doing this, while I watched those highlights last night, we talked a bit, Alan. I was like, yeah, he looks ready. He looks good. He looks, and now I'm watching a full match. It just goes to show you how much more flattering, obviously, but a highlight is going to be, versus watching an entire match.
Oh,
it shows he's got a lot of work to do, but he's also, you got to think of the caliber of players he's playing with.
Although the ref, these guys are coming in. Sorry to interrupt. It seems like these guys are, again, the moment a stiff breeze hits them, they go down, and then the referee's calling it. So I don't know. Yeah. I like the more physicality in a game, but it doesn't seem like this ref is allowing it.
No, and Hammerby know it too. They're doing a great job. Wow, Hammerby Ultras. They've got a sign right behind the goal. They're loud and proud, man. Who would have thought?
Well, they're definitely playing to win. You can see the difference in play. It looks like Djurgården is not playing to win. They're just playing to hold their position.
Yeah, or literally just to finish the match out.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right, though. It is a beautiful day there. Absolutely beautiful day. It's not. It's pretty rainy here in Indiana today, but.
Oh, is it?
Hammerby.
It's still dark where I'm at.
Oh snap! Yeah, I got you early. I'm glad we were at least able to find a street. Okay.
Yes.
I have to cancel a subscription I signed up for. That didn't work. Oops. Can't forget to do that.
Djurgården trying to clear away. Hammerby recover. In this league, it's pretty funny. Everybody's confused at the moment. Lucas Bergvall with the ball.
Bergvall with the ball. Love it. And what minute are you at, my friend? Minute and second?
33:30.
Sweet. Cool. I just jumped forward a bit.
Again. Are you ahead?
I'm at 33:44.
Okay, yeah. You're about a second ahead.
Sweet. Perfect, man. That, like I said, with this type of thing, that's great. Watching on these sketchy streams. And everybody, at halftime, if you need the stream, I will briefly put it into the chat. I just don't want the link to get, or the stream to get taken down.
Oh.
From a selfish standpoint, I want to be able to watch it. So, wow,
it's pretty funny. Oh,
they call
offside,
that, man,
or something, either offside or sniper shot from the stands.
Yeah, they actually called that a foul against the Djurgården fella.
But he's back up, so. But Djurgården does exactly what Spurs do, which they kind of play with the ball too much in front of goal. They're doing too many passes.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a shot on goal. Well, I can't say that. Bergvall had that one shot.
The one that he basically rolled to the keeper's feet.
Yeah.
Oh man, what an interesting match, guys. I did not see it going this way. I thought with the number 2 and 3 team in the league, we'd have some more action, but it is pretty quiet today.
Well, 35 minutes gone, and it's already 2-0. But here we go. We have, no, that was never going to make it to him. Across the goal face. Unfortunately, whoever this guy is with the headband is just not fast enough.
He looks pretty threatening, though. I wouldn't fight that guy. Okay, so Djurgården with the corner. Nothing happened, and they're playing back to their keeper. Jesus Christ. A hospital pass from the Djurgården keeper. Oh, my God.
What time are you at now?
36:03.
Oh, you're way ahead now. I'm at 35, 45, 46.
What? Okay. Let's both refresh. Okay, now I'm at 36:03.
$36.10, $36.11.
Sweet. Cool. We're back in what I call the acceptable range. And again, everybody in the chat, big up. Good to have you here. James, the Tottenham fans in the house. Big up, James. Hope you're doing well, man. It's been a while. Yeah, really good to see all the regulars in here. Another sniper shot.
Looks like it.
Sheesh. Somebody check these guys for weapons as they enter the stadium. I like the intensity. The Hammerby Ultras look like they are quite the rowdy bunch.
Oh, they're definitely connecting better.
Yeah, for sure.
Bergvall with the ball back to some other guy.
To his friend. To his friend.
Or perhaps his brother.
How many brothers does he have on the team? Who knows? Okay, so mine just like refreshed and did a thing. Now I'm at 37:30.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
Sweet. Okay, good deal. So Hammerby back on the ball. Also, if it helps anyone, it looks like the stream that we're watching is originally an HBO Max stream. So I'm actually going to go there while we're doing this and see if I can find myself a better stream.
That would be hilarious if it was just on Max.
Honestly, I think it is.
Doing well, James, the Tottenham fan. Thank you. And yes, Donna Cullen, I am married.
Man, Donna Cullen. Donna, we need you to get us some players. The transfer window is it's upon us.
Almost open.
So we need to have some players lined up, Donna. Anyway, Djurgården just absolutely don't give a shit today. This is I'm finding it hard to get up for this. Come on, guys. Alan's awake at 5 a.m. 4:30.
4:30.
Help this man.
I was actually at 4.
No way. So that's, like I said, the time difference is all jacked up where I am. It's an hour different from where I live, 1 hour away, and my computer. So my time didn't update, so I was working off the incorrect time. So, got a little bit of a late start. Oh my gosh, guys! Djurgården has the ball, and they look like they're trying to attack.
Djurgården, come on. Where are they going? Why are they going backwards?
Right, and Bergvall is just in the middle there, just kind of waiting. Just waiting for a taste.
On goal, right to the goalie. All right, well, at least it's a shot on goal.
I froze. Was it Bergvall that had the shot?
No.
Okay. I'm seeing the replay now. Yeah, tame.
Very tame. Who is it? This was this shot. Gwen.
I'm having to get a halftime too. My baldness is probably scaring people away.
No.
Bald is beautiful though, you know?
Yes, as you're saying. Courageous.
Yeah. I'm such a brave guy for doing this. I'm so brave. But everybody that's tuning in, if you are just tuning in, hit that like on whichever. If you're watching this on Team Tottenham Go, if you're watching on Talking Ball, who cares? We're just glad you're here. Just make sure you hit the like on whichever sub or whatever you're watching. Hit the like. Helps us out.
Definitely hit the like.
We're still waking up, or at least I am. So words are hard.
Likes
and this
help.
match, this match has had some exciting moments. Unfortunately, just not for the people we were hoping to get them from. But a penalty and a free kick, a direct free kick goal for
Lucas
Hammarby.
Bergvall passing the Hammarby guy. Here we go.
Look at that. He passed him with relative ease too. I mean, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Steez even. Style and ease, man. He was good.
Steez. I had a math teacher / football coach last name Steez.
No way. I would totally lean into that's awesome.
Coach Steez.
Steez. It sounds like a nickname. That's awesome. Good stuff. Well, they're
revisiting the second goal.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was an absolutely beautiful goal. Yeah.
Brother Bergvall just played Hammarby on like a champ.
Oh my God, he did. That header looked intentional. Keeper comes out, makes a nice save. I say a nice save. Keeper comes out and punches it away, but
Lucas Bergvall with the ball. They're passing it back.
Lucas, come on, brother.
Get it to Lucas.
He's just standing. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, sniper shot. Guy goes down. I don't even know what happened.
And they called a foul. They actually called it. This this official is
this ref.
Corrupt.
Look, he didn't even do anything. The guy with the headband.
He didn't even touch him. I thought maybe he would have got like a trailing arm or something. Nothing.
Sniper shots from the stands will always take you down.
Yeah, Hammarby are just looking clowns, in my opinion. This isn't a good look. Obviously, they're 2-0 up. So how dumb do they look? But I don't know. It's embarrassing. I'm glad that Spurs don't play this way.
Yes, same. I would not like that kind of style of play.
No. Who would?
But Hammarby with the ball. Lucas Bergvall looking to challenge. He needs to be careful. He is on a yellow.
That's true. Maybe, and that is probably why he has looked, why he can't get as involved maybe as he would like to. That's a good point. Thank you for the reminder there. Lucas Bergvall is on a yellow card, a deserved yellow card. It was definitely a clumsy play. Ooh, Hammerby. My stream froze in a very, very precarious spot. Number 11 looked like he was about to have a shot, top of the box.
What's your time?
43:10.
Okay, I'm 43, 28, 29.
Oh, okay.
Is there a way to pause this thing?
Oh, no, I'm back. I just had to do a refresh.
34, 35, 36, 37.
Perfect. And I think that's even pretty close with our, the clock.
Ooh, header over to not Bergvall.
Some other blonde.
Djurgården doing a lot of passing in the box, and they get a corner kick.
Nice.
Wait, and sniper shot, and a Djurgården player is down.
In the box?
Well, but I don't know why he's down. Again, a sniper shot. Because he wasn't a part of the play, but he's down.
Interesting.
All right, we're back. Quick corner.
Oh, it looks like there was a shot on. Okay, never mind. Yeah, shot on goal happened first. There's the corner, short corner.
Djurgården gets bossed off the ball.
Oh my god! Like it was nothing. But
it was nothing.
But they do a good job to attempt to win play back, and they've won play back right about midfield.
Corner kick. Did you watch the stream that from James, the Tottenham fan? Yes, I live streamed the stream. I did a watch along. I mean,
it was a good game. How did that go, dude?
It went fine.
Nice.
My first live stream, watch along.
Heck yeah, dude.
It was good, and it was a good game. I mean, I thought about 3/4 of the game it was all Dortmund. But then Real kind of wore them down and did their thing.
Yeah, their quality was always going to kind of shine through. I threw a cheeky $5 on Dortmund to win just for fun, but clearly that didn't come to fruition. And my mom's cats, I should say, are visiting me. So if you guys see a cat on the screen later, put cat in the chat for a chance to win some cool Spurs merch. I'm going to start doing that. Oh, Alan, I want to show you too. I'll show everybody live some of the merch I've been working on.
Good.
Yeah, man. It's got some cool ones. Got some cool shirts. So if you guys, if you're interested in some cool Tottenham gear the money doesn't go into Daniel Levy's pockets, stick around at halftime and I'll show everybody those.
Definitely. Bergvall with the ball. Oh, on the line save. Wow. Hammerby really want this.
Yeah, they do. I was hoping that we could get something before, I say we're all, like I said, we're all Djurgården today. I was hoping we can get something before the end of this half, but we still have plenty of time, 6 extra minutes, 6 minutes added on.
And Djurgården passing to nobody in particular.
Yeah, you saw that. So you're at about 46. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm at 50, 51, 52.
Sweet. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
On.
Sorry?
I think there's been 6 minutes because we're at it's 47, so there was 6 added minutes.
Nice.
There's a shot of Lucas Bergvall looking elegant.
They're probably the story. So I can't understand anything that's being said. But it's probably a lot of the narrative and the story today is probably about this being his last game and him moving to Spurs. I'm sure they're talking about it. Djurgården putting some passes together. Come on, boys. Oh, okay. And terrible cross. It's like the worst cross I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. I don't know. And it's headband guy too. He looks like a Viking. He's Scandinavian as heck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that you or I could have put a better cross in than that, Alan.
Couldn't have put in a worse cross. I would at least say that.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Couldn't be worse than that one.
Bergvall. Is that the young Bergvall? No. There's Bergvall getting triple teamed.
Snap. Yeah, they've identified him as a danger man, and that could be another what we're seeing. Is him getting bossed out of the game a bit. And we have to remember the age difference between him and some of these guys. I mean, he's playing as a kid basically in a league full of grown men. So that also I'm sure is part of it, but that's not going to change next year. So
I just hope he doesn't get injured. I don't want to see an injury today.
Oh my God, that would be absolutely catastrophic. Yeah, I hope.
I was reading
none of these guys are that big pricks.
He was saying that once he announced that he was going to Tottenham, he became a target. Players have been really gunning for him.
Shit. Luckily, I haven't seen too much of that in this match yet.
No, it's been all Hammarby. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, they haven't had much reason to get in his face. Thought that ball played over the top was nice, but then I saw that it was to no one in particular. Still got 54 people in the house watching with us. Thank you guys so much. Like I was saying, if you guys can't find the link, I will post it at halftime.
Oh my
then I'm
gosh.
gonna delete it real quick after I post it.
This Hammarby guy has just gone through most of the Djurgården team. But then they pass to nobody in particular, and Djurgården gets the ball.
All right, Djurgården, come on. There's still time. I want a goal right now. Make this match a little more exciting for everybody involved. Djurgården, come on.
Hammarby kind of just playing it in their third, holding on to the ball. There's no reason really. They're 2 up, so there's not a lot of reason to push forward too hard.
Do you think that we'll see much change at halftime? I mean, is the Djurgården manager going to be able to get these guys up for this match? Because they're not. I mean, I honestly don't know if we're going to see any kind of an increase in quality or tempo or anything from them.
They probably should make some changes at halftime, inject some new blood, people that are hungry to, like the Wolf, to come off the bench and make an impact. But I don't know that we're going to see anything. As we pointed out, we kind of stumbled into it. Regardless of this, and there's the half. Regardless of what happens here, Djurgården's not making it into the Champions League. So,
yep.
Oh, and Basara on the double. I didn't realize he scored the penalty as well.
No, me neither. Snap, dude. I gotta see where he's from. He looks to be probably the best player on the pitch today.
Yep.
Doesn't this look like it should be on HBO Max? Let me
does.
Look. Are you
as well?
I would say, do you have a subscription? Because I don't. Thought I did, but I use somebody else's. I'm not logged in. But everybody, again, thank you so much for being here. I'm Colin, of course, joined by Alan, aka Rakdos Madness, aka Mr. Team Tottenham Go. Thank you guys again all for being here. We are trying to watch Lucas Bergvall, but Lucas Bergvall ain't doing a thing. And it's kind of a bummer. Let me get this changed over here, this scoreboard stuff. So we have moved into the second half. And I'm going to stop the clock.
Is everybody okay? I hear somebody back there.
Oh, yeah. All is good here.
Theo Bergvall getting interviewed at the moment.
Oh. In a language that we do not speak, unfortunately. So, real quick, Scott Colliver's got some insight, insightful stuff. I give Bergvall a 7 out of 10 for the half. Looked good on the ball, but made one big error leading to the second goal. However, he almost scored.
He kind of almost scored, but it wasn't the best of shots.
Are we talking that one that went directly at the keeper, or was there another shot that? Okay,
There was one
Yeah, I was gonna say I was lagging a bit, so there might have been something I missed. Um, so Callum says he got there in the end. Goom HD. Maybe we'll have to check out Goom HD. Maybe it's better than what we're watching on now.
I'm not seeing it on Max.
Okay, gotcha.
I have to look.
Let me see if this ad really closes in 30 seconds, like I'm being told it will on this other stream I'm trying. But yeah, everybody out there, Scott's given his assessment. If you have been watching the match, what do you think about Bergvall so far? What do you think from what you've seen? Is he impressing? Is he impressing you? And Alan, I'll pose that question to you, my friend. Have you seen anything that you like? I agree with Scott. Like, he hasn't had a ton to do. He has retained possession pretty well. I'm not seeing, though, this incredible player that a lot of people have been telling me that he is. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But
he was definitely the best player for Djurgården, I think.
Yeah, that's what Scott's saying here too. Scott agrees.
Yeah, he looked the most dangerous. He made the most dangerous runs. He was physical. I think it was harsh that he got that penalty. I didn't, as you pointed out, it looked like he tried to get out of that slide. He tried to slide, but he tried to pull himself back. It did not look like much of it was anything in it, but they gave it away. I think it's difficult when the rest of when you've got 9 or 10 players on your team who are kind of only half-assing it, and that's what Djurgården looks like they're doing. They're not really in it. Hammarby and conversely, you got Hammarby, who are definitely in this game to win it.
Yeah, they look like they're out for blood. I don't know. There must be something like about this match that we as outsiders don't understand. There's I don't know if this is like a rivalry, like an actual derby match or anything like that. But they are
too many Yo Mama jokes.
they are 2 and 3 in the table too, so that could be part of it too. Is just that battle for supremacy. But we know that the spots are all kind of set in stone. They can't Hammarby can't jump from third to second, regardless of the outcome of this match. And I think that's why we're seeing kind of a stale match on Djurgården's side of things. But yeah, that's our assessment, at least, everyone. And again, can't thank you enough for being here, Lucas Bergvall. Guys, I'm not sure that he's going to come in and be the starter that everybody was saying he was going to be. I'm not trying to be pessimistic.
I think I don't think it's being pessimistic. I think it's a tall ask, regardless of who you are. If you're coming from a league outside the Premier League, to then go into the Premier League, to have an immediate effect. I mean, how many players have like immediate effects?
We got lucky. Dele Ali, back in the day, we got pretty lucky with him. But yeah, he came in and immediately made a big deal. And I've heard people kind of comparing these two guys. Well, not really comparing their play styles or anything, but comparing them as young, talented guys who can come in and make a difference right away. And I'm really hoping that we see that. Hey, I have another link I'm going to send you. This one seems to be working better. For 30 seconds at the beginning of it, there's a ad, but then it goes away by itself. So let me throw that in the private chat for you, my guy. And again, if anyone in the chat is looking for a link, let us know.
Yeah, aside from like maybe Erling Haaland, I can't think of a player that had much of a significant impact coming from a league outside of the Premier League in their debut season. It's tough pretty much for everybody. So who else? Erling Haaland coming from the Bundesliga.
Yeah. I
A lot of players struggle in their debut their freshman season. So
yeah.
let's see how this thing works.
Callum says he can post a link. Is that okay? Yeah, man. If YouTube will let you. Sometimes YouTube's kind of a butt with links, but yeah, dude, definitely post it, please. I would appreciate that. I'll throw one in here too that we're kind of using, or I'm trying to use at least. Oh, looks like it came from you. Sorry about that, but all destinations. Perfect. Okay, cool. So there's one right there too, everybody. Oh, but it's
It just because it posts to both streams.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Perfect. So yeah, everybody, there is that link if you would like to try that one. I don't know if you're down to try that one with me, Alan. We can see if this one maybe works out a little bit better, maybe a little less lag. I was having to refresh quite often on that last one. Ooh.
I'm watching a goalie in a collision.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching some crazy goals. Speaking of Erling Haaland.
Oh, there's Erling Haaland.
Yeah. Speak of the devil. Oh my God! Did you see that lady give him the? That was awesome. That was wonderful.
That old lady. Oh, and they take down the goal like it was a
paper mache or some shit. Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
Like shattering the glass in basketball.
Exactly. Ooh.
Goalie making a mistake, and
I love it. This is nice. I feel like this should be like paired with like that like the old timey music like the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forget what you call that. What that music's called, but
that was
some like howdy doody type shit right there.
I see his face, and his name is on the tip of my tongue.
It's okay. It's okay. Whoa, Jurgen Klinsmann. Everybody, Jurgen Klinsmann, Tottenham legend on the screen right now. Kicking. Oh, put his boot through something. He had a little bit of a temper on him. This is actually pretty sweet. Can I tell you a secret? This is
Benny Hill.
Ending of the match is Benny Hill. Thank you. Exactly what I was looking for, dude. But do you agree this goal compilation or whatever fail compilation has been more interesting than the match so far?
So far, definitely.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna go grab another Nescafe Gold Instant Espresso in my lovely grandma mug. I don't know if you can see this. This belonged to my grandma, so it's a pretty great mug.
Nice.
But yeah, everybody, I leave you in Alan's capable hands. Looks like 58 people in the house. Big up, guys.
Thank you for being here.
Whoa. And Scott says this isn't the last game of the Swedish season. It's just Bergvall's last game, so he gets a break before joining us for preseason. Scott,
yes.
Thank you. I am an absolute novice when it comes to this league. I thought I didn't think it sounded right that it was the last match of the season, but I had heard some things. So clearly I was just confused. Only Bergvall's last match, not last match of the Swedish season. And again, that is coming from Scott Colliver, one of our favorite Aussies. Big up, Scott. Glad to have you, man. And
yes, thank you.
Yeah, and
but it was only like I think they've only had like 10, 11 games or something like that.
Oh. So literally, we were talking as if the season was done, as if these positions were cemented.
It's a little. Yeah, it's 12 games played.
Nice. So any team could still get Champions League. These games do matter. So I have no idea why we're seeing such a slow tempo and such little apparent effort from Djurgården. Yeah, I don't know if it's maybe they're just not capable. I don't know. Audio Artisan though is in the chat. He's saying afternoon chaps in chat. Afternoon to you, Audio Artisan. Always good to have you here, my man. We are just watching. We're on Bergvall watch, and currently he is not been very busy. All right, but hey, I will be right back. Feel free to do anything you want. You're in charge. See you in 2 seconds.
All right. So let's see. I can put up on the chat I can put up the lineup and where everybody's been rated so far. It's been all Hammarby, which is surprising. And thank you for bringing that up. That is not the end of their season. This is kind of like in the first third, the ending of the first third of their season. So I'm surprised that they've seemed to give up so quickly. Let me try to share this. Present. See what I can share. There we go. So far it looks like it's been all Basara on the double. We have one yellow card for each side. We have Vajic here on the Vajic, I think that's how they pronounce it. For Hammarby, and we have our man Lucas Bergvall on the yellow for what I think was a very harsh penalty. Is anybody else watching? What does everybody else think? We got Jordan Hyman saying hi to Colin. Colin is off just getting coffee, and he'll be right back to say hi back. See, let's look at the stream. I'm wondering if the stream is coming back. Scott Colliver saying, I think Bergvall's team came back into the game towards the end of the half. Yes, I think they did, but I will say the shots on goal were sort of half-hearted. What do you think, Colin? It seemed like they really weren't hard shots. The goalie had to do nothing to. It was like right at him.
I was gonna say if you're gonna put that little mustard on it, you need to at least your placement needs to be, you know what I mean, on point. Compare those with the goals that they've scored. Obviously, one was a penalty, but that free kick, oh my god, that was a thing of beauty. Yeah, Djurgården just don't look like they just don't look like they're in it right now, you know.
Yep.
And it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Jordan Hyman's in the house.
Did your stream? Is it? Mine's just kind of spinning.
No, mine's working.
Okay, let me try. I'm closing it and trying it again.
The old refresh. Yeah, it looks like
refresh.
Second half's about to start.
There it is. I see it.
There we go. Awesome. I didn't get a hat either. I'm just going pure baldness. So
perfect,
everybody.
Bald is beautiful.
Thank you. I'm gonna put that in here. # bald is beautiful. Scott Colliver saying, I think Bergvall's team came back into the game towards the end of the half. They were managing to put some passes together. It did look a little better. I'm hoping the second half we really see something. Again, I don't know. It sucks that I don't know enough about this league to know their manager, if they're, you know, what their manager is like, if he's a fiery dude, what he's gonna do, if he's gonna be able to light a fire under him. But here they're getting ready to come back out for the second half. We are about to start. Let me get the timer and everything going here.
I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. I will be right back.
Sounds good, dude. Sounds good. Boom. And everybody, we are about to begin the second half of Lucas Bergvall's last match for Djurgården. Yeah, here we go. And everybody, I hope you're doing well, no matter where you are. US, UK, Australia, anywhere. India, wherever you happen to be today. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, hope you're being good yourself. Second half is kicked off, everybody. I'm officially late on my thing here. Start. And we'll say it's been, I don't know, a few seconds. All right, there we go. we're back. Already Hammarby are on the ball. Kind of doing the Spurs maneuver, kind of just playing around the opponent's box. Content to just kind of pass it around. Advantage was played for Hammarby there. Foul from Djurgården player. We'll screen this so I can see it a little better. All right, guys. Currently, Djurgården 2-0 down to Hammarby. We're looking at the second and third ranked team in the league. Djurgården being one place higher. We will see if they can get themselves back into this match. They found themselves behind after. Oh, Bergvall's on the ball. Sorry, Bergvall watch. And he just dribbles past two players like it's nothing. Tries to dribble the third and loses the ball. Huh. Had about enough of that. I mean, another Lucas, another guy named Lucas was a bit like that. Anyway, Hammarby back on the ball, playing some quick, crisp passes, but it's turned over. Djurgården, fast break. Oh man, that was probably, in my opinion, that was not just the best play, best shot of the game as well. Best bit of play from Djurgården for sure. Nice pass into space for the runner to run onto, and he does his best to place it in the bottom. Goes to the keeper's right, and just wide of the post. That was a nice shot, and he got his body shape well. I really liked what I saw there. So maybe Djurgården did get their asses chewed at halftime. And Djurgården already forcing Hammarby to make a mistake. They win the ball back in Hammarby's half. Everybody, though, big up. Good to have everyone here. I know I keep saying that, but it's early for me. It's nice to spend the morning with friends. Is that an offside? Looks like an offside call there. Hammarby back on the ball.
All right, I'm back.
Dude, you missed probably, in my opinion, the best bit of play from Djurgården so far. And all it was one good pass and a pretty decent shot. Shot wasn't even on target, though, and went just wide. Is that Baby Bergvall? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Baby Bergvall over there. Number 12.
We have Headband with the ball.
Do you get the vibe that he's trying real hard to be a badass, Mr. Headband?
Yes.
Same.
Come on over to Bergvall, other Bergvall. Into the box. Oh, pass to no one. And Hammarby clears it out.
Boo.
What coffee are you drinking?
So Nescafe Gold, and actually right now I'm being really gross. I have a cup of like regular like Folgers, right? And then I put a scoop of the Nescafe instant espresso into my coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to like really jolt myself into life.
Interesting.
Here. Yeah. It's pretty. I mean, it tastes good.
Good.
Yeah. It's sort of like an Americano. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah.
I'm drinking. We're a Hawaiian coffee brand here in this household, so we drink Lion coffee.
That's awesome. My mother-in-law gave me a bag of coffee yesterday that she got at the farmer's market, and that's like from it's Colombian or something, but it's supposed to like single source. It's supposed to be some good stuff, so I'm excited to grind that all down and give that a shot.
Nice.
Yeah. What time are you at, by the way? It's 49:50 for me.
50, 11, 12, 13. Oh, wait, now I'm spinning, though.
Oh, we spoke too soon. Okay. Have you noticed so much more fight from Djurgården already, though?
There has been. So far, there has been. I got a feeling the coach was like, guys, Colin and Alan were wrong. It's not the end of the season. We're still only a third in. So we need to win this game.
Yeah,
They've won their last 5. So
know,
I'm surprised that they're playing this way.
And from what I can tell, too, they usually beat Hammerby. It's been pretty common. 49-56 is what mine
57,
is.
58, 59. Yes, mine just went backwards in time.
Okay, well, that's not good. At least we're at the same time together again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 50-11.
Looks like Hammerby giving away a penalty.
Hammerby back on the ball.
Hammerby making it into the box.
Oh, no. Okay, good. I thought they were going to call that a penalty as well. No way. There was a coming together in the box, but in no way was that a penalty.
Is this Bergvall?
Ooh, whoever it is, that was a nice little...
I think that is.
Versus speed. Ooh. Had he put that away, I would have jumped and screamed. Oh, but look, they got themselves a corner off of it. Hey, come on, Theo Bergvall. We haven't been the type to sign brothers very often at Spurs from my memory.
No, I think we came close with the Sessegnon brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I thought so too, but we ended up opting out, and it's funny because the one that we got wasn't even, Anyway, did your stream just do something weird? Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I'm at 51, 34, 35.
Yep, there you go.
We're watching that again. We're watching Bergvall again. Beat his man down that left, and then put in that weird ass half shot, half cross thing. Yuck.
Yeah, unless they do things twice for some reason in Sweden.
And now it's jump forward. I'm at 52:30. We are watching a Serbian stream right now. So shout out to Serbia, by the way.
It's their version of replay, instant replay.
Oh man,
centers it.
Oh, that was clever, guys. Djurgården have looked a lot more threatening.
They do, and Hammerby, in fact, they seem to be frustrated by that.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Bergvall with the ball.
Ooh, nice little turn. What the hell was that? It worked out, kind of. Nope. Okay. He's doing this thing, Alan, where I feel like he can beat a man or two, and then he tries to beat the third one, and then loses the ball. Whereas if he would just release, look for the open man, I think that he could do a lot more damage.
Yeah. Oh, we're going back in time again.
I kind of like it. It gives me a chance to rewatch things.
Yes.
But yeah, in our land, everybody, I don't have to fix it on the timer here, but it's 53:20.
And now it says it wants to do an ad.
53:53 for me now.
Yep, I'm about there also.
Sweet. All right, Bergvall just made a real simple pass.
Oh, Hammerby. I see someone. Djurgården, the guy goes down with a sniper shot, and it's like it's a yellow card.
Yikes!
He did simulation.
No. I think that this is actually a foul against the Djurgården player. Let's watch the replay, but I think he was holding on to him, and I think he pulled him up. He pulled him over.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you could see that, and that he was holding on to his jersey like he wanted it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, definite yellow. But also really important for his team. I mean, he, couldn't
so far from set pieces, they've been 2 for 2 between the penalty and the
free kick. Yeah,
the free kick.
Is it the same? They're going to put the same dude on it as well. Why wouldn't they?
Yep.
I feel like I'm neglecting everybody watching. Everyone, thank you again. I can't say it enough. Thanks again for being here, everybody.
Yes.
It really does mean a lot to us. We would just be a couple dudes screaming into the void if you weren't here. So it's very nice to have you. Let's see if this dude gets his hat trick.
Oh, right into the box. Nope, right into the wall.
Oh, but he keeps play alive. Bergvall wildly swings his leg at it. Okay, they called a foul somewhere else in the build up there. Free kick man says that he was elbowed. Let's see it.
And he was.
Yeah, he sure was. What flavor vape juice we running with?
Cake batter.
Ooh, you're a sweet guy. I know, you know what I mean. There's all the different.
Hmm.
Some people are like the fruity ones.
What's your
Cake
flavor
batter.
choice?
I like. I'm weird, but I like the menthol, fruity menthol type one. So like anything ice, like watermelon ice,
Oh,
delicious.
okay.
Strawberry, the little bit of menthol, I think is nice though. I don't like if I'm smoking a cigarette, never menthol, yuck. But if I'm vaping,
Sure.
I
I don't
think.
even think you can get menthol cigarettes anymore.
Can you not?
No, they banned. It was a federal ban, I think, on flavored
Sheesh,
cigarettes.
dang, dude, crazy.
Hmm.
Back in my day, that was makes sense though. Started way too young on the menthols, so maybe they're doing a good thing. Um, Substitution for Jurgarden. No idea who the guy is, but hopefully he injects some more pace and action into this team. So
Let me
far,
see.
much better second half.
Who is in? Hard to tell. Oh, here we go. Home. A number
What a
10
name.
came in. Samuel Leach Home just came in
What a name. Oh,
for Savage.
that could have gone anywhere. That was a
Hmm.
there was a ball played in it. Yeah, I mean, let me watch
Nobody
this
touched
replay.
it.
No, all it needed was redirected, and I think that keeper was toast. If someone could have just redirected that on the goal, the manager looks like he knows it too.
Yep.
But I like this. Look at this. Look at this. We're seeing more pressuring from Jurgarden.
Garden.
Yeah. Oh my
They
god.
definitely need to do it.
Are they calling a foul here too? This is some weak shit. This is a weak league, man.
Again, sniper from the stands.
Let them play.
Get the guy down.
Ooh, some pushing and stuff going on there. I'm always a fan of that. That was literally nothing. Get up.
Sniper shot.
Right.
Right in the knee.
He was gonna be a pro footballer, but he took an arrow to the knee.
If they push the guy, like if the guy, someone like said something about his mother or something, he would pop right back up and everything would be fine.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So hopping back over here.
Quickly taken. Yes, Collins are always smoking.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a joke. I think there might be a joke there. Rob might be. I can't tell yet. Oh, we're talking about smoking. Jesus
Oh, but they
Christ.
give it away.
It's so early. It's so early, Rob. To everyone in the house, though, thank you so much for joining. Please make sure that you slap a like. It does help. It does sure.
And it
help.
wakes us too.
Yeah, absolutely. 59:05. Is that about where you're at, my friend?
59, 27, 29, 30.
Ooh,
Keeps
you're ahead of
skipping
me.
weird.
Yeah, it'll jump. We'll meet back up. Man, there's some yelling at each other. There's some good stuff. There's been a lot more fight in the second half. Unfortunately, though, I haven't seen a ton of Bergvall.
No, unfortunately not. But it looks like the coach must have threatened them with physical violence if they didn't start playing. So it's working.
Yeah.
Give them the Ange talk.
Exactly. I don't even know what the Ange talk would be. I'm afraid. Here's a free kick though. Watch this guy just laser it in.
And over.
Nice. Nice. I'm still, like I said, I'm holding out for Djurgården. At least a tie, right? That would be fun.
I would like to see Bergvall in his last game maybe score a goal or contribute to a goal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That would be a beautiful thing. nice way to
And your garden
nice
with the
send off.
corner.
Could it be? Oh, nice. Now I'm getting one of those 30-second ads. But wouldn't maybe it is as simple as them not wanting ball to go out on a high. Maybe they want to. You know what I mean? Maybe this is the motivation that these Hammarby players have, is to make sure that he doesn't have a pleasant final match.
Well, it would be like Dortmund with Tony Kroos. With his final match, they'd want to try to sour it. And for 3/4 of the game, they did sour it.
Yeah. I wasn't able to watch, so I only got to see the text updates on my phone. Good match, you said?
Yeah, it was good. It was surprising. Definitely in the first half and the first half of the second half, it was mostly Dortmund.
Snap.
Meta Football TV. Nice to see you back, Colin.
Whoa, Chris. What is up, dude? Sorry, I'm full screen, so I couldn't even see it. Chris, Meta Football TV, everyone. We have a legend in the house. Chris, hope you're well, man. If you'd like to jump on our watch along, let me know. And you are more than invited, sir. See something here. Yeah, I gotta remember to cancel the subscriptions. I signed up for it to try to watch this match. Discovery Plus. What am I gonna do with that? Nothing.
I got a question for you from Swap. Yo, Colin, what's your thoughts on this MSP Sports Capital thing? Have you heard about that?
I bits, barely anything actually. Just that they're interested in buying up to, I think, a 40% like
40%. Yes.
Yeah. So
he would still have
the majority.
He would still have majority because he wants to control the direction, I think, of where the club is going.
Yeah.
But 40%, it's kind of like an Ineos with the injection at Manchester United.
And
although they did only 25%.
Yeah, it would be interesting, and I think it would signify maybe that some more intent maybe from Spurs, because even though we act like we have money, we're not spending money, and if somebody wants to come in that they're less spending averse than Daniel Levy, I'm all for it. I don't know how that's going to work out. So with United, I don't know. Do we think that they're going to like automatically have a bigger budget? I mean, United weren't having problems spending money before. I don't know.
I don't think they're going to have a bigger budget. I think what we're going to see is what we hopefully see with Spurs, which is a clear out of a lot of the deadwood. Oh, and Hammarby almost put it away for a third.
Christ, you must be a few seconds ahead. Hold on, I want to wait and see this one. Yeah, they're all lining up. Corner kick, or no, free kick.
That guy's dangerous. What's his name? I got to look him up again.
Yeah, the dude.
Asara on the double. He is dangerous in set pieces.
Yeah, he is.
Meta TV saying, send me the link.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm all about this. All right, here we go. Yeah. Always have to type it in like an idiot. Stream.
And is the ref pointing to the spot?
Oh,
there's a bit of pushing back and forth.
Uh-oh.
Looks like the Hammarby player elbowed the guy. Then there's some shoving going on, which I like to see.
Yeah, they care. Shows they care.
They don't all need to be friends. They can be at each other's throats a little bit, especially when you're 2 down.
Link has been sent, Mr. Meta Football TV. Yeah, exactly. I'm right there with you. I want to see some fight and bite from my players,
Yeah.
Oh man. Did I hear who I think I just heard?
I see him in the background. There he is.
It's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, Mr.
Hey.
Chris?
Well, just a second floor, man. Just a second floor.
I love it. Love it. I missed you, buddy. Hope
Nice
you're
to
doing
see
well,
you,
man.
Nice to see you, Colin. And
Yeah.
nice to see you,
Alan.
Raptors Madness. I'm sure you weren't born that way, and your birth certificate doesn't say that. But yeah,
Man. I
No,
haven't seen it.
nice
I
to be
haven't seen
here.
his birth certificate.
It's Alan. How's it
I know
going,
you,
man?
Alan. Yeah, I know you are. How you doing?
But yeah, we're doing good, man. Hey, Chris, do you want our link for this match that we're watching it on?
You want me to watch the Alviscan League with you?
Would you like to? You're invited. Yeah.
No.
Oh wow. It's not. I put the link
Swedish
in case you want it. The
football.
link is there.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay. It's
I'm
not.
gonna check it out. Yeah, I will. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm gonna check it out. Of course, I will.
It's not a wonderful match by any stretch of the imagination, but we're just hoping to get a little bit. I feel like Bergvall is such an unknown. Even after this match, I don't feel like I know a whole lot about the guy. There's a 30-second ad that
Yeah.
when I go full screen, it closes out of it. If that helps.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Oh.
great quality. This is brilliant. This is like 1K or what is this? Half K?
Yeah, we're watching. It's a Serbian stream. So
Wow. That,
yeah,
So you're in the States. I'm in Spain. We're watching this Swedish league off a Serbian stream.
you got it.
We
Yeah,
we can't get mafioso. We can't get much more mafioso than this, can we?
That's
Jesus, man. That's
Can't.
just
You really can't. We're multinational here. We've got our fingers and we
Brilliant.
got our hands and things in all different countries.
sounds good. Sounds good. How have you been anyway? How was your holiday, Colin?
Oh man, too good. It was too good. I need another
Yeah.
holiday though to nap and sleep it all off because I didn't get a lot of sleep. It was a lot of traveling quickly and flights and trains but it was wonderful.
Yeah, planes,
I was-
planes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. I even scraped up the rental car in Ireland against a stone wall. Oops.
Oh,
Yeah,
Driving on the other side of the road is hard, guys.
I don't know
It's
where you're
not-
at, Colin, but Hammerby just pulled one back.
Oh, really?
Yep, another one.
Wow.
Oh, here it comes. I saw that. Man, it's... Yeah,
3-0.
yeah.
3-0.
Well, it wasn't even... I honestly don't feel like Djurgården are even... It's like they're not even playing. That was piss poor
Well-
defensively. Piss poor defensively. Let's see again. I want to watch the replay.
The guy that scores looks like he may have done his hammy in the process.
Snap. So they're calling every little whip stitch foul, but that wasn't a foul? Interesting. Yeah.
The keeper was awful. My God, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Chris, how's
Yikes.
everything in Spain?
I mean, I can't talk for the whole country, but I'm okay. Yeah, fine, thank you. Yeah, we've got a sunny day today, and
Nice.
yeah, not bad. Spain's cool.
Good.
Spain's cool. Yeah. So thank you for asking. How's things over your way? Are they okay?
Good, yeah.
He's in sunny California, man. Must be nice.
California, eh? Where
California.
Whereabouts?
In San Diego.
San Diego. Okay, because I watch Cali Planes, which is like an aviation program, and he
Nice.
goes to LAX and SFO, like San Francisco and
Yep.
and Los Angeles, and that's, sometimes he does like minor, like smaller airports, but he basically goes to just those two, LAX and SFO, and great channel. If anyone likes aviation, go over there. I don't get paid commission for that. I just because you're over there, I just mentioned it.
Sure.
And he does program like live streams every other day or so. He's great guy, really humble, and I do that when I don't do football. So
Nice.
I like to watch my planes and aviations, and because you're California based, that's just something that you've got in common. I really like that. Really cool.
Yes. Were they the small
So,
fixed wing planes?
No. Your big 787, A380s, everything that comes out in and
Really?
out of LAX, everything that comes out of San Francisco, everything. Yeah. So I think he's based in between, because sometimes he says that it takes him about 3 hours or something to get to LAX. So
Okay.
he's somewhere in between San Francisco and Los Angeles.
Sure. It's about
so
a
he-
6
you know,
hour
he-
drive.
something like that, yeah. So he spreads his week between going to SFO and LAX, and yesterday he did a live from LAX collectibles. So he was going like around inside the airport, and they had like on sale like models, the food carts, that go up and down where they serve you food from. They're on sale.
Mhm.
The seats from actual planes. So it was like a special collectible live stream he did. But today I'm not sure where he is. He could be at LAX or at SFO. But that's basically, he streams from outside the airport, and everything that comes in and comes out, he streams it, live streams it. So it's really, really cool. I mean, that's for aviation lovers. That's not for everybody, but
Sure.
yeah, absolutely
Cool.
brilliant. I mean, I just love that, because I've been flying since I was 5 months old.
Oh, nice.
So as a passenger, not as a pilot.
I have to
so,
say.
Yeah, a bit risky for baby to.
Yeah.
But it's just something that I like as well. So yeah.
Very cool.
But San Diego is
South of LA.
It's south of LA. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, more towards Mexico
Yes.
than. Yes, yeah, of course, yeah,
Who's-
south. Yeah, I'm just
Who's the slacker in charge of the score? Because the score is incorrect. Some slacker needs to fix that shit right away. Okay, here we go.
Slacker is very reminds me of Back to the Future,
Yes.
where
yeah.
Principal Strickland. Yeah.
That's a
Principal
good clip.
Strickland would call. Yeah.
Oh,
Principal
yeah,
Strickland
McFly.
called Marty McFly. Slacker.
Yeah.
You're getting a tardy. Yeah, you're getting a late slip for getting coming to school late. So Principal Strickland, you're a
Yes.
slacker.
Slacker McFly. I gotta move down to the floor. Sitting on the floor. All right.
Yeah.
So
You're at
we
your
got
mum's.
some-
You're at your mum's place.
Yep, I am. You know it.
How is she?
She's great. She's great. She's in the other room. I don't know what she's
Oh.
doing, but she's
Hey,
here.
mama. Hey, mom.
I don't
how
think she,
you,
I don't
mama?
think she's watching. She doesn't. Yeah, she
Oh,
doesn't
no,
love
just-
me enough to watch
yeah.
my stream.
Doesn't
But
watch mine either. Doesn't matter.
so we got Swap in the house. I haven't said hey to Swap yet. Big up Swaps, and plus the links that are coming in regarding our transfers. It's horrifying. Hold on a second. We'll have to
what
talk more
links?
about that. I don't know if
Oh.
it's that. I don't know if it's that bad. Swap. Jason G though is in the house. Big up Jason. Says great stream, and then Rob's with you. Says when you're used to watching Prime Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Swedish league doesn't exactly pull up any trees. Yeah. Feel that.
Well, I mean, you're talking elite, and then you're talking Sunday league.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's all respectable.
Yeah. They're doing their thing. They're professionals. Jason's giving me some shit for my little accident. I looked, and a lot of those rental cars were scraped up in that exact same way. So I think it's a pretty common thing.
Oh, did you have an accident?
Yeah, I did. Just a little bit. It was just me and a stone wall. You know what I mean? I didn't hurt anybody or anything.
Oh, what did
But
that Stonewall do to you?
I thought it was just shrubs. I thought it was just like shrubbery, and so I thought if I brushed up against it, oh well. Turns out that's a stone fence or stone wall. So oops. So if you're in the Irish countryside, there are walls beneath those like hedge-looking things. Just so you know.
Yeah, because the shrubbery tends to grow, whilst the stone walls just tend to stay how they're built.
Right.
So it's lesson learned, mate. Lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson
Hey,
learned.
Chris Agma.
Yeah, Chris Agambar's in the house. He said, Colin's alive. Big up Colin and panel. Big up yourself, Chris Agambar. And big up to everybody
Chris
who's watching
Agambar.
with us. Yeah, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. And then Mr. M says, who? I don't know, Mr. M. Who were we talking about at that point? I forget.
Oh, Strickland. Probably Strickland.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Could that be? Is that who you're asking about, Mr. M? Is it Strickland? Was he a school principal from Back to the Future that called Marty McFly a slacker? The bald guy.
Wonderful.
I could be wrong.
No, I think you're correct. It's a really, really good movie too. So Hammarby, Chris, do you know anything about this league at all? Have you watched it ever?
What the Alex Alskensvend, Sweden? That's
Perfect.
about as far as my knowledge goes.
Great. Yeah.
No, it's hang on a minute. It's the Allsvenskan League.
We're watching the second and third team, like place team in the table right now.
Yeah,
and
that's correct. Yeah,
and it's looking like Hammarby are just absolutely taking
hammering.
Yeah, they're hammering Djurgården.
Yeah, they really are.
Oh, they're taking off Lucas Bergvall.
Coming off.
Shut the stream down. Shut it down. Bergvall watch is over. Well, guys,
there's another Bergvall in the lineup as well.
Yeah,
yes, Theo, his older brother.
Yeah,
his older brother. Yeah, Theo. Yeah. So he's older brother, but he's still 19. Jesus.
Right, I know. Crazy. But you know what this has told me, you guys, is that I don't think that I don't think that, like some people thought, I don't think that Bergvall is going to come in and make a Dele-esque impact on the first team. And I had seen people saying that. I had seen people saying that they thought that he would. And I just don't see it. Obviously, it's one match I've watched. He looks good in highlights. Who knows? But I don't know.
It all depends.
Yeah.
It all depends, man. It all depends because he could see a pass that someone else doesn't, and the other teammate, connects and scores. So that makes a brilliant combination. And you've won a game, or you've got 1-0 up, or you 1 goal ahead, or you've drawn to come back from being down. I mean, it's just so variable. And maybe, I don't know, Madison's been, at it the whole game and can't find that killer pass, can't find the space in between. And then this guy comes up and says, or the defense has given up, or the defense is tiring. This guy comes in, plays a simple pass, and we score. Well, this guy suddenly is, Ballon d'Or material. No, it's just that he's made made the most of an opportunity that wasn't there before for so many variable reasons. And because he's skillful, but it doesn't mean that he's, the next Messi or the next, Pele or, whatever. It's just making the most of the situation of that moment. But if he's got skill and if he's been signed by a Premier League team, then obviously he's got something that has caught the eye. So, whether it's a sell on, a resell later on, whether it's whatever, but why isn't his brother signing for Spurs and he is? Well, then there's obviously some kind of, you know what I mean?
There's something.
There's reasons for it. Exactly. There's a river doesn't sound if there's no water in it. So, Yeah,
no, you're 100% right. He just, I don't know. Obviously, too, he knew this was his last match. As Alan pointed out, I think he was trying really hard not to get injured. Can you imagine an injury right before your big move? So I think that might have been part of his I don't want to say lackluster performance today, but he just didn't look he wasn't even making himself available as much as I would have liked to have seen. I don't know. I was just slightly let down, especially with all of the hype that has been surrounding this guy lately.
He was better in the first half than the second half, I think. In the second half, he was kind of anonymous, but the first half, he was better. Agreed. What do you guys think of the links to Eze? I was reading about that. Apparently, we're meeting with his representatives, and he mentioned some sort of gentleman's agreement with Crystal Palace that if anybody were to meet like a £60 million price, that they wouldn't stand in the way.
That's a lot of money, Alan.
It is a lot of money for a guy that, was it 3 or 4 years ago, was at Reading and is now at Palace, and he's of course, he's got better. His Premier League, quality. I mean, he's demonstrated that, albeit at Palace. But you have to do it. I mean, no disrespect to Palace, you have to be good because Palace have got good players. 60 million for him. There are other players that are similar and do more, that are more versatile. But if that is the price that we have to pay to up our own, our own level.
Sure,
that's what you're gonna have to pay. I mean, if you want to be elite and you want to be better, you're gonna have to pay the cash. I mean, if not, whatever you scout and whatever you bring in, that's going to be less. You're going to have to be lucky on that money. It's going to have to be something that turns out that you thought it was silver and is actually gold. Others didn't see it, and you just got lucky on that. Or you can go to the proven quality, which is Eze, pay the bucks and get him in. That's everybody, whether it's Eze or whether it's anyone else.
It would just be so Spurs though for us to fork over the money for Eze and then have him come here and not work out. You know what I mean?
I don't think that he would fail. I don't think that he would fail in that sense that he's got class and he's got work rate. I know Adrian. I love Adrian to bits. Adrian Stroker. He's suggesting to me that he could be an 8-10 6. I don't see him as a 6. I don't see him as
I got the physicality for that. Yeah.
No, sorry. Excuse me. He said left wing 8 or 10. I don't see him as an 8 because an 8 is a more box to box. It's like a pumping up and down the channels. I don't see him as that. I see him as more of a left winger that inverts. Let's not confuse a left fullbacks that invert, okay, and wingers that invert. Right, they're totally different concepts. Okay. He kind of like inverts as the fullbacks do. They play like inside. Okay, so they kind of like play as left forwards, not as left wingers or right. But in this side, it would be a left coming inside. And as a 10, of course, because he's got that quality, he's got that pass. He's got his shot. He's got good free kicks that we saw at home in the 3-1 win. He scored a great goal against us. He's got that quality. I don't see him as an 8, pumping up and down the channels to recuperate balls, like Bissouma could do. Bissouma's got a more engine, although he's skillful and he's got. But I don't see Eze doing that. I see him as more of an attacking player more than a recuperating player. But that's what I've seen from Palace, and I follow Palace because it's my local club back in England. But
okay,
nice,
yeah,
nice.
Because I even though I'm a Spurs fan, I obviously I've got loads of family still back home, and they're like fervent Palace supporters. My mates that went to school with me, loads of Palace supporters. So I always respect everyone, and great fan base, whether they're in whatever division. They just love their club and they love their they love the football and Palace being local. You keep an eye on what they do and that's So I mean, it's just respect basically. It's not No,
I agree, and the fact that he's doing it at a team like Palace, I think shows. I don't want to call Palace a lesser team. They've been playing some great football, especially this season. But the fact that he's doing it at Palace, a team that doesn't have the same quality all over the pitch that Spurs do, is a good sign. So yeah.
And they've got a replacement already, I think, in Daiji Kamada, who's coming from Lazio, who used to play at Eintracht Frankfurt under Glasner anyway. So they're teaming up again. They know each other. They know the dynamics of what they want. And what
he's a heck of a player.
What he can provide. Glasner's brilliant. I think he's a great manager.
Yes, he is. And that's a team in the ascendancy. I think they're gonna do well, even if they lose both Eze and Olise. I think they're still gonna do well next season.
Well, Daichi Kamada is a hell of a player. So if they really do have him lined up to come in, then they're in good shape. They're in really good shape.
Yeah, it's quality Japanese skillful player that can operate kind of out wide if you need to, but he's more of like an inside left. I think. But I think he's quite versatile from what I've seen anyway. So yeah, I mean, and to team up with Glasner, they're going to do the job. Going to do a good job anyway. So I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to look like a player that we missed out on. I feel like, and there was some talk. We were linked with him like very tentatively, but it's a player I would have liked at Spurs for sure. Real quick, I want to get through some comments. Boris Britt is just leaving him. He says that that his older brother, the other Bergvall, was known to Spurs medical staff as they were assisting in his recovery. That's interesting.
Okay. I didn't know that. Good.
No, I hadn't heard that either. Interesting. And then Boris is saying he sees Bergvall's game as a hybrid of two of our ex-players, those being Eriksson and Dele. If he could be half as good as either of them, I'd say we've got to.
So he's a creator and a finisher, because Eriksson is a creator.
Can't beat that.
Dele was a finisher,
and Dele is more of a finisher, kind of like playing off the striker,
shadow
coming
striker.
in and finishing, and kind of like. Although he's versatile as well, he's got he had great quality. He can do pretty much anything. But
Thomas Muller-esque.
Let's see. We'll see.
Yeah,
that's a tall order. Big boots to fill. But
hey, it'd be nice though, right? It'd be nice. Boris is again saying, if he's someone who can challenge Madison day in and day out, it will show that Matters needs to keep himself going and not falter. Yeah, Madison didn't have the most. His season wasn't the most consistent. Let's just put it that way. No. But we all seen what he can do.
He wasn't the only one.
True that. Where do you guys think though that do you think that we are like in need of another creative player to challenge Madison? How high is that on your list of things that we need?
Alan, do you want to take this?
Sure. I think we do need. Madison needed that last season. He needed someone to really challenge him because it was kind of expected he was going to start. And I think he knew he was going to start no matter what. And I don't think that helped him. I think he needed to feel the fire under his feet, to keep him honest and to keep him hungry to do better. But without a real challenger to keep him hungry to do better, I think it did him a disservice. And someone like an Eze, I think, would be perfect to challenge him. I would love to see Eze start over him because then I think we'll see the best out of Madison. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I think the word I would use is complacency, because if you know that you're going to start day in, day out, you don't push yourself as hard because you're starting anyway. But if you know that you've got someone there that's going to be on your back, you have to push yourself to be better, because if not, you're going to be on the bench, and you've got another guy that's going to be doing the beers. And if that guy turns it up week in, week out, you ain't playing, mate. And it doesn't matter what your name is. It doesn't matter what number you've got on your shirt. If that other guy's better than you, you're not playing. And you might play a bit part, or you might play, but you're not starting, and that's going to get to you. So you're going to have to turn it up always. You're going to have to keep that fire burning always up here, and someone that rids him of that complacency could be Eze, could be, I don't know, someone else. I mean, excuse me. But yeah, definitely the squad needs depth. I could see Eze playing out on the left, for example, Madison in his role, and interchange, because football isn't symmetric. It isn't, paced and closed into, you can only play in this, you can only play in that section, bar one or two players, perhaps like the centre backs, they have to be more or less in that zone. I'm not talking about zonal. I'm not getting into that. What I'm saying is that your centre backs have to be more or less covering a certain zone. But your number 10, if he's here, it doesn't mean that you can't drift out to here, and vice versa. And your left wing could come in, or you can interchange these kind of things, these kind of concepts. But that's all obviously down to the manager. But if you have versatile players, you're not constrained to, I've got a left winger, he has to play out on the left. definitely not. So Eze can come on the left. He can, come in, cut inside, diagonal runs, diagonal balls, ping over to the back, to the far post, to the penalty spot, cut back, which is what we were doing a lot this season. Unfortunately, because we don't have a target man. If we had a target man, the balls wouldn't be cut back, grounded passes, grounded crosses. They'd be, pinged up a penalty area, more so. But
who is your target man?
Yeah, good question. There are various ones. my first, the name that comes off would be Vlahovic, because I think he's very versatile. He can drop deep. He can, he's obviously your main attacker. He's good with both feet, predominantly your left foot. He's predominantly left-footed, but he can do it with his right foot as well. He's very good heading the ball, good long range, shooter. But whether he's not a 10 out of 10 long range shooter, the fact of the matter is that he's not afraid to try it.
Yeah.
And he's not scared to miss, because you can only score goals if you try. And and the fact that what I'm seeing is that we didn't try enough this year, because they don't always have to go on target. You can shoot and provoke a handball, or you can provoke, a rebound to get a second play. It can go out to a corner. It can go out, it can drop anywhere. But if you're not creating the chances, there's no point in doing anything, Right. It's not just so cut and dry, A to B. It can be A to B and then C, D, E, F. You really don't know what's going to happen. But if you don't, if you don't start off doing something, there's no point in even being there. So,
sure.
But Dovbyk is a Ukrainian guy that played for Girona this season in Spain. Tall, very capable of playing up top. Well, he played up top. Versatile. Combines well with his other players. Is not selfish. I think he could do well for an Ange-esque play. They all doesn't rotate and around the number 9. Anyone can score. Everyone is participant to the game, and not dependent on just one person. And then you've got your Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. All these types of players that Jimenez from Feyenoord. These kind of names that have been floating about, but I don't have one.
What about, I heard, is it Guirassy?
Guirassy from Stuttgart. Yeah, he's had one season. He's 28. Mm-hmm. He's had one good season, really, in his whole career, and he's like making the headlines. It's difficult to do what people do, and I respect that, and I understand that it's difficult, but I need to see more consistency. I need to see more, And I mentioned Dovbyk, for example. He's like 23 or something. I don't know. He's very young, but Guirassy's 28, and he hasn't. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same as being here and you've got a higher ceiling than you're here, and you haven't really done much to get to here. It's a bit iffy. So to get a 28-year-old that's had a good season, you really don't know where they're going to go. But if you've got a 23-year-old that's done it, and that can be developed and can be taken to the territory you want, it's just got a higher ceiling. It's more adaptable, more, you can develop more than a 28, 29-year-old that really hasn't done much up until now. That's just the way I see it.
Sure.
It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that my preference would be to get someone in that has more margin,
I think it was Jose the other day was asking us if we would take Darwin Nunez, and would you take Darwin Nunez?
Oh, yeah, I would take Lewandowski. I'm a you may or may not know I'm a Barcelona supporter, but I like Lewandowski is versatile as well, because he plays and combines with the team. He's not just waiting there for the ball and to do it. He's so the way we play is Lewandowski, even though he's 35 years old, he can still do a job for us because he's athletic, he's mobile, he knows how to pass the ball around, he can drop deep, he can get into the into the danger zones, And this is why I would even take Lewandowski. But Darwin Nunez, of course, why not? Why wouldn't you? But he's not floated around as much as others that have been, like your Jimenez, like your other, like you. I don't know why Giras is even on the table, but excuse me. But I'd take him. I mean, I'd swap Lewandowski for Nunez for Barcelona tomorrow, because he's just got more ceiling. And Lewandowski's like 30, and he's, it's tough out there. But and I've seen this season at Barcelona, he's had a very, very bad first season and a strong second half to the season. And I don't know whether that's because of the environment at the club, whether it's the manager, whether it's the players that have let everyone down, or whether it's fatigue in Lewandowski, because he's your main number 9, he's your main striker. He hasn't been doing it. So I have serious question marks over him, even under the new manager. So, but Darwin Nunez, why not? I mean, he did it for Benfica, didn't he? I mean, yes, okay, it's a lesser league. I don't like this, but the lesser leagues, but you have to do it.
Marcus Edwards.
So, No,
we were talking
Nunez.
Darwin Nunez, but we can segue into Marcus Edwards.
Dude, I would love me some Darwin Nunez at Spurs. I think he'd be a wonderful player. I think he's doing a good job for Liverpool. I don't understand what people's problems are with that guy. I think he's a good player.
I think it's because he doesn't. He kind of does what Timo Werner does a bit in front of goal for Liverpool.
Yeah,
well, let people down. That. You mean let people down? They have high expectations. That's it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, because he was a prolific. He was a goal scorer for Benfica, so he was very dangerous for Benfica. So they were kind of had high expectations for him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Whenever you come off a good what was it, couple of seasons or whatever he had, or a very good season at Benfica, and I mean, this is his second season at Liverpool. If I'm correct, your first season, you want to replicate what you do the season before.
Yeah,
but it's not the same, of course, and I'm not talking about league difficulty. I'm talking about you got a new manager, you got a new different way of playing, you got different players around you, different country, different living conditions. I mean, everyone, you got to take all these things into consideration. It's not just take him from here and put him here. Players don't work like that. I mean, it's just such a different. It's much more entailed than just take him from Lisbon, put him in London, take him from Moscow, put him in Tokyo. Things don't work like that, and a lot of people, just forget about these things. What if he doesn't acclimatize to the weather, or he's not with his wife, or he's had a bad breakup and the wife said, "I don't want to go to London. I'm staying in Lisbon, or I'm going back to Uruguay." What about these things? I mean, does no one take these things into consideration? At the end of the day, they're human beings, right? So, they're professionals. Yeah, they're getting paid big bucks. Yeah, but even businessmen that are in, I don't know, Arkansas, that are taken out from there and, are shipped over to, I don't know, Ukraine, because they've got a company there. They might not acclimatize, and they might not do the same job, to the same standard in a different country than they did when they were comfortable, sitting at home. At the end of the day, we're human beings. It's not just so cut dry, and everything has to fit into place more or less for people to work. Salah was at Fiorentina, he was at Chelsea, he did a great job at Liverpool, because things have to work, things have to make, they have to be made into what they become, and it's not a sticker album. You open the packet, or just stick him in the album and everything's great. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, so it's not all Football Manager.
It's not. Well, no, of course not.
Yeah.
It's not. And I mean, I'm not sure whether you follow the NBA or the NFL, or and I'm sure. I imagine so. And I'm sure that, for example, you take one guy that, like Patrick Mahomes, for example, he's great for, where is he? Kansas City Chiefs, I think he's now. Yeah, you take him and you put him in the Miami Dolphins, just random team. He's probably not going to be the same player.
Oh no,
he probably does his job, but his different teammates, different way of playing, different setups, different defensive, different offense. Well, he's an offensive anyway, but offensive player, different strategies, different. You know what I mean? So it's totally different climate, different. Yes. So it doesn't. There's no guarantee that he's going to connect that 60-yard throw, and the other guy's going to catch it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, and they don't have the defense the same way. They don't. Totally different setup. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but everyone just thinks that it just works. And it doesn't work.
It doesn't. You're right.
I mean, I'm just a bit more, I don't know, factual, clinical about looking at things.
Sure.
It's just not as easy as people think, and
Well, and I think that's a concern for Bergvall, because didn't we have high hopes for Vincent Janssen at Spurs, and then he had scored a lot of goals, coming I think from the same league, right? And then
Vincent Janssen came from the Eredivisie.
That's right.
From the Netherlands. Yeah, I'm not sure what team he was at. I think it was at 20 or I don't know where he came from. But that's the expectation that they put themselves by doing that. But then if the media and the team and whatever hype him up is the next best thing since sliced bread, then you got to live up to that. But then, yet again, he did it in one league. But why didn't he do it in another league?
Exactly.
Put your finger on the reason why he didn't. You can't.
Yep.
You just, either he's A, not good enough, or B, he is good enough, but he just didn't fit into the team or the surroundings of the club or the city or the country. Or man, only he will tell you that, not me. I mean, you know.
And I think that's partly why we're all kind of, well, at least I'm confused to who an Ange Ball player is. We don't know really who fits the style yet. At least I don't. Do you guys know who fits his style to say this person has a greater chance of succeeding in Ange's system in the Premier League?
Tough question. I think that in the past, I think that Ange's strikers have been I'm kind of parroting things here, but you often hear like the sacrificial lamb type strikers that they, that they don't score tons of goals, that they kind of are more, I don't want to say facilitators, but Chris, I'd like actually your insight, because I'm just some guy, but you actually have some coaching insights here.
Listen. From what I see, and this is opinion, it's not coaching now, it's just opinion. From what I've seen, for example, from his latest success, which is Celtic, they're not reliant on just one guy to score your goals. They're reliant on mobility, versatility, surprise. Yeah, in the attacking facet, I'm talking about. Yeah, the final third, because Kyogo would appear from nowhere, break the line and score, right? But to be able to do that, there has to be pre-planning, pre-process, right? There has to be like pre-concept before. So there you go, preconceived ideas, right? Training, strategy, tactic, so that he can appear to do what he does, right? Whether it be him, whether it be Maeda, whether it be Jota, whether it be whoever. Those things have to be synchronized pretty much to perfection, like Man City play, like Real Madrid play, like Barcelona, like all teams, like Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan are a great team, but there has to be, the concepts have to be very clear, and they have to be drilled and drilled and drilled, which is what training is for, right? Yeah. Which is why I almost fell off my chair when I heard Dyer talking about that Ange doesn't do tactics. Well, okay.
That's right.
He might not do tactics like Conte does, but for a manager to have done what he's done and to have gotten where he is without tactics, I think Dyer is wrong. And because tactics aren't just we're going to do this and we're going to do this and this is like this. No, tactics can come in many forms. So, and small-sided games, for example, which is what Sonny I think talked about. He alluded to in an interview he did, where he talked about it's totally different. His physical condition is different. Yeah, it's tiring, but it's actually helped him. Small-sided games, things like that. Small-sided games is part of tactics. right? And if Eric Dyer can't see this, I don't know what he's doing in an elite club like Spurs and now at Bayern Munich. I just do not know, because if you can't realize this, then I mean, but I'm not responsible for his knowledge. But it's just so important how to get your concept, how to work your strategy, your tactic, right, day in, day out. And this is what what we're going to need. We're going to need versatile players that just don't sit out on the wing and hug the touchline, right? You're going to need that left winger, like for example, the polemic Werner, right? He's going to have to come in, cut in, and be the number 9, right? Your right winger is going to have to do exactly the same, right? Not just a provider, but a finisher. Okay, Werner's been a cause of concern for many people. Okay, but this is the type of player that we're going to need: a versatile, not just a provider, but a finisher, but a habilitator, so that the rest of the pieces can do what we used to rely on, which is Harry Kane, which used to do everything. Okay,
Yes.
so there's a complete spread, like 10 plus goals for everybody, like 8 goals, 6 goals here, spread over the whole 25, well, not obviously 25, but your main 11, 14, 15 players, right? Instead of 30 goals that only one did. That's the kind of thing that I think that will happen
Agreed.
with Ange in the second season, third season, if we get there.
So that was
etc.
yeah.
Long-winded, but I apologize, but that's how I see it.
No, I love it. Don't ever apologize, man. Especially when we ask you to elaborate, and then you so kindly do. Thank you.
I
for
appreciate that.
By the way, yeah, no, me too. Out of the strikers that we've. So you guys were talking about Nunez. Have I missed a strong link that we actually do have to him? Like, have we actually been linked with him, or is that just like a?
No, someone brought that up
maybe
the other day to me, asking. I thought it was Jose, asking
Okay.
if
Might have been.
we would take Darwin Nunez, and I said yes, I would take Darwin Nunez at the club.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't sell Richie, but I would take Darwin Nunez.
Right. No, I'm in agreement. 100%.
I don't know about the Richie thing. The Richie thing is I'm up in the air about, because if we can get good money for him and we can reinvest that in, say for example, we're talking about Nunez, right? If Nunez were to come in, well, I don't think he will. I'm not sure he's leaving Liverpool. But if he were to leave and we were a possibility for him, or he were a possibility for us, okay, let's just say we sign Nunez, I would get rid of Richie, and I would bring someone else in. Because I'm sure that someone, I mean, I'm not sure. It doesn't have to be another 9 per se, but it has to be someone, as I said before, versatile, that can play kind of various roles. I mean, someone hard hitting that is going to make an impact, that just doesn't have the label, the pigeonhole, you're a 9, you're a striker, someone that can, Kyogo wasn't a 9, but he scored all the goals. So, I mean, there's a lot of pigeonholing that it's a 4-3-3, it's a 4-2-3-1, it's the right winger is a right winger and the left winger is no. Today, and especially what I've seen under Ange, everybody is everything, and that is extremely confusing for defenders and for your rival, because you never know who's going to pop up where and who is doing what. And because you get, for example, if you have someone who is like Darwin Nunez, right, who is playing 90 minutes with his back against the goal, right, and is receiving balls, you know how easy that is for the 2 centre backs to defend. Oh, he's going to receive the ball, he's going to pass it off, he's going to play forward, and then he's going to turn and run. Once you get that sorted, once you get that identified, that mechanism, that is just easy to defend. Exactly. Yeah. But if Nunez goes off to the left wing, for example, and your left winger comes in, you got a problem, because your right back, or the rival's right back, doesn't know how to defend Nunez. And your centre backs are going to say, well, hang on a minute, what about Werner? Or what about Joe Bloggs, whatever his name is, whoever we get in? Eze. Sure. How are we going to defend Eze? He's like a little short guy. He's meant to be out on the left wing. Well, how are we going to defend him now? What are his movements going to be? Right? And in a split second, those automatisms, those mechanisms that you've put in place have just put you 1 up or 2-1 to win the match. Do you know what I mean? So it's all more up here than it is physicality or a number or a position. It's more of how you make the most of what you have to do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. I know it's a bit semantic and it's a bit deep, but that's how the best play. It's not.
I was just going to ask. Oh, no. But you don't think that if we get rid of Richie, we put ourselves in a problem where we have even, I mean, I don't think we're going to sign 2 strikers if we get rid of Richie, but I think that we need 2 strikers. You know what I mean? So my only,
okay.
But I get what you're saying, and that other players will pick up the slack. Like that we don't need, like they don't have to be an out and out striker. There's going to be other players that contribute in that forward, in that forward 3 or whatever we end up playing. Sean Maddox.
I do understand that. I do understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. And just saw, pigeonholing Son in the center doesn't work. I don't know. I just don't see a situation where Spurs sign 2 strikers this summer, and because of that, I think I'd have to keep Richie. I feel like, but
yeah. In that pretext, yes, I agree. In that pretext, but if we were to sell him, then we'd have to get, a versatile number 9 along with whoever we've got lined up already, which could be Jimenez if he's been at the club, or on his day trip to London or whatever.
Assuming he doesn't go to Liverpool, that would be interesting.
Yeah, but he'd just be linking up with Slot again, which would be the normal thing to do, because they know how they work, and it's just
yeah. I keep interrupting you guys, and I sincerely apologize. I was just going to ask the last thing. So remember whenever we were really heavily linked with Tosin Adarabioyo, and how there were tons of the fan base that were like, "Oh, he's not good enough. Like we need better defenders." Well, it looks like he's going to Chelsea. If he's good enough for... Oh, and real quick, there's some people in the chat I want to say hi to. Jose's here, everybody. Big up, Jose. Everyone, go give Jose a sub. If you haven't already, head on over there. El Tel Cockerel. It's a great channel. He and I do a lot of work together. He's a great guy. Big love, Jose. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, so it looks like Tosin's going to Chelsea. So I just think it's funny how people will determine that a player is not good enough for Spurs, but then they go on and they're successful at other clubs. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me laugh. Would you have been happy with Tosin Adarabioyo at Spurs, Chris or Alan?
Yeah.
Alan, go for it.
I think so. I mean, he was desired not just by Chelsea. I think was it Man United that wanted him also, but he wound up at Chelsea. I think it was the last minute. We needed defenders, and he's good. And
Premier League,
right. And I think to say he's not Spurs caliber. I don't know a lot of players, maybe outside of if we start pulling in from the Championship or from, League One or League Two, but to say that they're not Spurs caliber, I don't know. I think that is a mentality we're getting out of, because I think as long as we back our coach, we say whether I would rather hear they're not Ange style players, because at least then I can get behind that. Say, okay, maybe they won't fit the system, but just to say they're not Spurs quality, we don't have that pedigree yet. If we were Barcelona, if we were Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, and then maybe once we have that kind of pedigree, then I can see us saying, well, they don't have the pedigree to fit in with us. Real Madrid, we got the here we go. They're signing Kylian Mbappe. It's they have that kind of pedigree. Now we're going to have I mean, I foresee that they probably will win the Champions League again next season, because, this team is just stacked.
Hopefully not.
Chris being the Barcelona man. Absolutely.
That's it. Well, it depends. We'll see, right? Because the kerfuffle between Lewandowski and Xavi left the team. So now, who's their new coach? Who did they sign?
Hansi Flick.
Oh, the Hansi Flick. That's right.
Yeah.
So let's see how that works. Maybe they get like a new manager bounce, and Lewandowski gels with him better.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Xavi wanted to sell him, right? So he wanted to sell Lewandowski.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Correct. Yeah.
Lewandowski's a
Listen,
real player.
I
don't know how many more years
mean,
he's got in the tank.
It's 35. Yeah, we we're talking about Lewandowski before. I think I'm not sure whether you heard it or you were you went to the little boys' room, but yeah, we were talking about strikers, and I said to Alan before, I'd have Lewandowski at Spurs because he combines well with other players, and is not just that man that fights with your central defenders. He's a man that can drop deep. He associates well with his other players. He can create space. He's very versatile. Although he's 35, I'm sure that he can still do a job. And he had a very bad first half of the season, had a better second half of the season. But Barcelona is a quagmire at the moment. It's very you can't really use it as a level playing field at the moment because it's all up and down. And even with Flick, I'm not too convinced. But it's just a bit hairy, the situation. But let's just. I mean, there's quality there. It just has to be used in the right way, or everyone has to be on board. And I agree with what Alan said, that there's no pedigree, and the fact that we don't have a pedigree to be saying, look, Tosin yes, Tosin no, right? What philosophy do Spurs have? I mean, we don't have a philosophy of back in the day. Spurs used, when Spurs came to town, you knew that Spurs came to town. Whether they won, lost, or drew, you knew that Spurs were going to play in a certain way, right? Yeah. Now, with Ange, we know more or less, although people are still up in arms about playing like this, inverted fullbacks, a high line. Whoa! People are losing their shit over it. And excuse my French, it's very bad these days. But people are losing their minds over this way of playing, right? But he's given us an identity. Right, and this is what we've not had. Why? Because we've had, I think it's the last time I looked, pre-Ange, 27 managers in the last God knows how many years, right? Now, how can you build a philosophy when you're changing every year a manager? You're not, bar Poch, who was there 5 years and whatever, and I think Harry was the second longest. Had the second longest longevity in the last, let's just round it off and say 30 years. How can you have any type of philosophy when you're chopping and changing? You don't know what direction you're going in as a club if you haven't got the foundations of, to know where you're going to go. What type of manager do you need if you're constantly changing? So how do you know how you want to play if your manager now is different to the one you've had last year? And the one you're going to have in 6 months, because you're going to sack this one, is going to be totally different. At least now you've got an idea of how you want to play. Whether it's cutthroat or not, you've got an identity. Stick by it. And even if you get relegated, I'm just going to say, even if you get relegated, at least you're sticking by something, right? And you can follow that path, right, to success or to failure, but you're sticking to something, which is what we haven't had in 30 years. So at least you have an identity, you have a philosophy. Barcelona have a philosophy. Real Madrid have a philosophy of buying. Liverpool have a philosophy that they lost, but they came back with Klopp. Ajax have a philosophy. Bayern Munich have. All these great clubs have a path that they have to stick by, and that is how you get a manager. And you follow that path. Why did they sign Vincent Kompany? Everyone's like, he's 38 or he's 30. He's not even 40 years old, and they're what's all this about? Yeah, but he's a progressive manager that plays open, free-flowing football, right? That isn't scared of the task, right? That even though he got Burnley relegated, it's his core belief about football that they're hiring. They're not hiring a relegated manager. They're hiring a manager that is going forward and has an idea. That's what they're hiring. Okay, so and that's the idea that you have to stick by.
Well, and let's not forget with Vincent Kompany, he was a coach that brought Burnley all kinds of success. They broke they got the most wins ever in the championship. They as far as points wise. I think the season before when they got promoted.
Possibly, yeah.
So he did really well with Burnley. They were amazing. And I think it's kind of unfair. You know, he can only do with the team that he's got. You know, and I think just the players on Burnley were just nowhere near the caliber that needed in order to stay up. I think they needed to invest. They'll do well now because they get a lot of money going back down into the Championship, right? They get a lot of money for transfer.
Not sure how much, but yeah.
So,
but the thing is, no, I think Collins had to deal with something private, yeah. But I think that the thing with Burnley, right, and their ownership, what they're going to need to do is stick by their philosophy, right, and not just veer off some strange tangent and say, right, we're going to get an ultra conservative or ultra defensive manager in to play. I don't know what their squad situation is, whether they've bought their players or whether they're on loan or whatever. But imagine that their squad is, majority they've been bought. So you've got like a set of players that you can't get rid of. Yep. So you're going to have to follow your club philosophy and get a manager that adjusts to your philosophy and the majority of the players that you have, right? And if they are attacking players, predominantly attacking players, there's no point in going out and get Neil Warnock. I'm not sure if you know who Neil Warnock is. But
no, I do. I do.
Right. So do you know what I mean? There's no point in getting a defensive coach or someone that doesn't practice this new age free-flowing football because it's not going to adapt and it's not going to work. You're going to have to get something that adapts to who and what you are now as a club and as a squad. So that's going to be interesting from their perspective. But the question I'm going to ask you, Alan, just as an experiment, if Ange were to walk or if Ange were to get sacked this summer, right? What type of manager would you bring in for Spurs now?
Honestly, I'd bring in the same kind of coach, someone that does pretty much what Ange was already doing, playing the attacking football, because I like watching this attacking football. I don't need a win now coach. I want someone that's going to build something. It's what I said when we brought Conte in and Jose. Is I didn't know that it was the right thing for the team because Spurs are not a win now team. We're a we need to build something team first. Before, that if it was Jose going to Liverpool or Jose going to Barcelona, I could see that because those teams are win now teams. They've got everybody in place to kind of win now. Spurs are not that. We're just not. We kind of need that reality. We need a deep look internally at ourselves and say, look, this is who we are. There's nothing wrong with self-realization. With and sell these truths that we are not a win right now team. We just don't have that pedigree. We don't have the players. We don't have the experience. But we can build it. And if you build it, they will come, sort of thing.
Absolutely. You guys, I hate to do this, but I need to run. I didn't realize how late it was getting, and I still have to drive home and get to work. Alan, Chris, you guys go as long as you want. You know how to end it. Alan, you're in charge. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, big love,
no
guys.
Problem.
Thank you. Yep. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful streaming with you guys. Talk to you both very soon.
Thanks for having me on. Cheers. Cool. You're the boss.
All right. I am gonna have to run in a few anyway as well. We've been streaming for a while, but.
Whenever you say, I just came on to say hello and give my 5 cents worth. So no problem.
Let's see here. What we got from Sean? We said we saw the pigeonholing sun in the center didn't work. I think we saw that. From Norman,
more necessity than anything else, but with Son in the middle. So yeah.
Would you want to see Son in the middle again?
No, it doesn't work. it doesn't work. I'd rather have Richie there. For all the, I never liked him. I never liked him at Everton. I never liked him at Spurs. And I do respect any issues that he may have off the field. We all have to understand, as I said before, the human beings, they have lives, they have things that condition their performance. And we have to respect that. But I think that I'd rather have Son on the left and Richie in the middle than Son in the middle. And if that's how you're going to start, obviously they change and they do whatever they want. But
Sure.
I don't want to see Son there because it's just not doesn't make sense to me.
What do you think about this? Where he said bring in Guirassy and then trade Richie for Tony? Would you want Ivan Toney at the team?
Yes, because he's a versatile player. As I said before, we need versatile players. Tony can head the ball. He can score strange goals from nothing. Like he can create a goal from nothing. He can dribble. He can progress with the ball at his feet. He can distribute. He's very versatile in that sense. He's complete. The only thing is his age, and I have to take this into consideration. His off the field issues, whether they have been resolved or not, but it's still something that unfortunately is tattooed onto his name. And whenever you sign someone like this, you have to look into it. And I'm sure Ange is, as a diligent person that he seems to be, if he really wants Tony as his, number 9, he will look into this, and he will need 100%, guarantee that is in the past, and it's not going to influence, because it's not cheap money. I mean, it's not silly money. It's not cheap to sign Tony. And it's an investment for someone that is 28 years old that could be problematic. So you're wasting money, and you're wasting not bringing someone else in for his benefit. That's going to screw you. He's going to have to look into that very, very diligently, which I'm sure he will, or has done already. He might have done that already. So
no, I agree. It's very important to not only on the pitch but off the pitch, for the culture of the team. You don't want to disrupt the locker room too much. We got Jose again. Please subscribe to El Tel Cockerel. We love Jose. We love his show. We had Audio Artisan saying, I have a feeling that Parrott will be kept around due to the homegrown rule. I don't know. I know we need a certain number of players for the homegrown rule, especially for Europa. I think we need to have, at least 4 players.
I'm not up to scratch on the actual technicisms of it. I do not know how many we need. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I do. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. So I don't know, but you might have hit the nail on the head there. But it all depends on what other options there are. I don't know about Parrott. I do know that yesterday, late last night, there was a latest from Scotland that we could be interested in signing Daniel Kelly from Celtic, 18-year-old versatile midfielder that Man United are also looking into. So, he could be someone that could take up a place of someone that we expect, to fill a homegrown spot. I don't know what the club is doing. Parrott could be surplus to requirement because we've already got in place, other signings. For example, Edwards, as Norman, thank you for commenting and for being here. Edwards could be someone that fills Parrott's spot because Parrott could be deemed not up to scratch. But then, I'm not the manager. I don't know. But, that quota has to be filled somehow. So,
Parrott had a good season this season, but in previous appearances, he hasn't been that great for Spurs. So I don't know, but he hasn't had a lot of opportunity. So
that's the thing, you see. What happens in the past, we have to analyze why. But this season, I'm not. He was away. He was on loan. I can't remember. He was on loan away, but not in England. He was on loan somewhere.
We got Jose in the house. Jose, do you know where Troy Parrott was?
Troy Parrott was in.
Troy Parrott played for Excelsior Rotterdam in.
There you go. Yeah,
But
Holland,
Troy
the
Parrott
Netherlands.
has been out on season for probably the last 4 years, and gradually he sees. So he started off on loan in Division 1, League 1. Then he went out on loan Championship. Then he did Championship again, and now he's gone out to Holland. Each year, he's got better and better and better each year. So they've kind of upgraded him type thing. A bit like what they've done with Divine now as well. Divine was at League 1. They brought him into the Championship. Phillips has started at the Championship. Next year, they'll look at Championship or Premiership for some of these players. So it's just a gradual build to see whether they can fit in and get better. They do it all the time. Every club does it. You gradually get a better loan for your players. And also as well, we did the same with Harry Kane. Harry Kane went to lots of different loans before he finally clicked at Tottenham. Like Chris says, the right environment, the right people, the right setup, the stars align, and you could have a really good loan, and you could come back a much better player for it. But a lot has to align.
You know what is the biggest problem for up and coming players, and it's closer to home than many people think. And it's not the club, it's not the money, it's the parents. The parents think that they've got the next Messi, the next, whatever, the superstar crack, as they call it, crack, as they call it over here in Spain, or crack over in Brazil, whatever they call them. They think they got the next best thing since, Dijonais, mayonnaise, whatever they want to call it. And they're like, yeah, because my son has to play, my son or my daughter, whatever the case may be. And the parents are the ones that push for a move that isn't right for their child, for their son, their daughter, completely derails their career. So that is complete, that is hitting nearer to home than a lot of people realize. And what they have to do is listen to the people that know more about the game and less about the emotion. And like Jose was saying, Harry Kane went out. He was at Norwich. He was at Leyton Orient. He did the rounds.
Leicester.
Came back.
He went to a few clubs.
Leicester, mega crack, mega star, best we've ever had. So who says that Troy Parrott can't do it? But the environment and everything has to align, so that, and the opportunity as well, because he could be the next best thing. But if the manager doesn't see it, unfortunately, that's just the way it goes, because it doesn't align with his way of playing. But he could align with Newcastle or Stoke, or you know what I mean. At the end of the day, fine margins,
He played Alan. He played at Port Vale last year, right? And apparently played really, really well. Yeah, everyone said that they raving about him. Played really well for Port Vale, but Port Vale never scored lots of goals. So Parrott didn't score lots of goals. So people sort of like said, okay, Parrott can't be that good, because he didn't score goals. But he played really well. He had a really good loan, played really well. Port Vale were really happy with him. And then this season, he's gone to
Rotterdam.
To Excelsior Rotterdam, team that struggled in Holland for all intents and purposes. I think they play there. So in Holland, it's quite weird because in Holland, they play, I think that they got 18 teams in their league. The team that finishes 18th gets relegated, I think. And the team that finishes 17th and 16th have to play off against their Division 1 teams to stay, to have a place in the Eredivisie in the top league. And they are now in the final game, and they were beaten by Ten Hag or Ado Haag or something. Someone beat them 6-2.
Ado Den Haag, yeah.
It's Ado Den Haag. Beat them 6-2 the other day. So today is the return leg. And obviously they have to really pump them in order to keep their place in the national, in the Eredivisie. But a lot of clubs in Holland, in the Eredivisie, have all noted Parrott's season as well. And there's interest from a lot of teams in the Eredivisie. So like we said earlier, whether his football is going to be at Tottenham or whether it remains to be away from Tottenham, it all depends on the environments and the setups and stuff like that. So
it's not Breda. I'm looking at Breda.
Is that who they're playing?
Yeah, Breda, because the Den Haag they beat they beat Den Haag 7-1, and then Breda beat Emmen 3-0 away, and then so now Breda beat Excelsior 6-2.
Yeah.
The other day, which
Yeah.
is on the 28th, and now they're playing at 6 o'clock, which
Yeah,
is my time,
tonight.
so 5 o'clock UK. Yeah. So they have to come back from a 6-2 defeat the other day with 2 sendings off.
But I think they had the first leg of the other game that they played where they won 7-1. I think they were 3-0
Yeah.
down from the first leg, and then ended up something, I don't know, something ridiculous. But they won the second leg 7-1, and that's where Parrott got his hat trick.
No,
Oh, wow.
it was 2-1. It was.
Okay, but I knew that
It could be previous ones.
the second
just check.
leg was 7-1, and Parrott got a hat trick because
Let
they
me
play them
just
over
check
2 legs these games. So
Parrott got a hat trick in the 3rd, the 27th, and the 31st minute. So all in 28 minutes.
Wow.
and the
If
third
you
one was a
combine
penalty.
it-
Yeah, the third one was a penalty.
The 3rd one was a penalty. Yeah, the other 2 were assists, and then 7-1 in 7-1 in the end. But that was against Den Haag, and then Breda pumped them 6-2 the other day.
Yeah, Norman, I don't.
With that-
Norman, I agree with your comment, right? But I think what Chris was alluding to earlier is that for the squad for Europe, you need to have 4 homegrown, club-trained players in your 25, and Parrott counts as a homegrown trained player, but so does Skip, so does Brandon Austin, but so does Tanganga, who we're looking to get rid of. You know, and at the end of the day, if you're going to get rid of all these players, you still have to have 4 homegrowns in your squad. And when you're talking about homegrowns, you know, I don't know that there's a ruling in there. You can't stick your under 21s in as homegrowns. There's some sort of
It
ruling
depends if
there.
there's 3 years.
Yeah.
It depends if they've been there 3 years or not. You know, prior to, isn't it?
So with Parrott, there's going to be the reason why they're talking about Parrott. It's going to be a decision. I mean, they're going to have to mix the decks at Tottenham, because if they're looking, let's be honest, hand on heart, you've got Alfie Whiteman there as well, the other goalkeeper who never ever gets a game, never gets to play. He's 24, 25 years of age, but he's homegrown. So we've got all these homegrown players that are club trained, but we don't need them all. But it's who your 4 are going to be at the end of the day, and that's where they have to shuffle the pack and shuffle the decks.
But with Parrott, sorry to interrupt you, Jose, but Parrott is Irish, isn't he? Does he count as homegrown anyway, regardless of whether he's Republic of Ireland?
Yeah, because he's been trained for over 3 years, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
the 3 years I was talking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
He's
But the
club
thing is,
trained.
for example, so Tanganga is obviously there was talks about him going to Millwall. I don't know whether that's
do you want an update on that?
Well, you can, but what I'm
Okay,
saying is that
okay, go
if he leaves, Skip leaves, you still got Ashley Phillips coming back, right? So that's at least, and if he stays in the squad, right, you've got Ashley Phillips is taking up one of either Skip or Tanganga, right? So you don't have to look that far. You don't have to buy anyone. You've still got someone there, so you don't even have to look for someone to take. Well, let's say Tanganga leaves, so Ashley Phillips comes in and stays. So you've got a like for like, right, replacement. Although not positionally, but you have got homegrown. Yeah, as far as I understand it, you've got a like for like.
Phillips won't count because he's not homegrown trained for 3 years, mate. They bought him from
Has he not?
Blackburn last season, didn't they?
But has he not been there for longer to account for those 3 years?
It's only 1 year. It's only been one of us 1 year. We bought him last year. At the beginning of last season, we bought him in from Blackburn for 2 million.
Yeah, 2.1 million. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he's
sure.
not
But
club
does his
trained.
time at Blackburn?
No, he's not
It
club
doesn't-
trained.
But it doesn't. But does it have to be club trained?
Yeah,
Does
you
it not
got homegrown
have
and
to be?
you got homegrown and you got club trained. There's two
Yeah.
separates. So in this squad, I think it's in the Premiership, you got to have 8 homegrowns or 7 homegrown players. In the
Okay.
in the UEFA, they've got to be homegrown. It's a club trained. So you've had to spend 3 years at your club, trained at your club for 3 years. Ashley Phillips hasn't been trained at Tottenham for 3 years.
So Phillips won't account for one of the losses
No.
that Tanganga or Skip, because they have been.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
Dragon D's Nuts says, we're mixing up.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah.
So with Tanganga,
Yeah,
Millwall have bid for him straight at the end of the season. They said they wanted to take him. However, Tanganga is holding out because there are he thinks that he can play higher than the Championship, which I believe he probably can anyway. And he was trained by McKenna when McKenna was at Tottenham.
Ipswich then.
Yeah, so what he's trying to do, he's trying to see, because obviously McKenna's going to bring players to Ipswich, so he's trying to see, or he's angling to see whether, if he can't get another club, he's angling to see whether McKenna will take him to Ipswich. So he's not agreed, because obviously Tottenham want to get rid of him. Tanganga wants to play first team football. So Tanganga's going to look after himself and look out for the best deal for him. Tottenham will get something for him, but Tanganga wants to get his career back on track and wants first team football. So he's waiting for further bids.
Yeah, he's holding out. Yeah. Norman, the comment, better than, he's talking about holding midfielder and a right winger. Not sure the comparison here.
Yeah, it's not apples to apples, is it?
No, it's not. It is apples to donuts.
But I think what Norman's saying, though,
I think he's trying to get homegrown or club or whatever. Yeah, I think he might be going down that road.
Yeah, what Norman's saying is he thinks that if you get rid of Skip and bring in Edwards is probably a position that we need. Yeah, we've got a like for like, but it's also a position that we probably need more than Skip's position, so to speak. I think that's what Norman's relating to.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, but positionally, it doesn't make sense. They're two different concepts. Yeah.
We got a hello.
I'm sure he knows that as well. Yeah.
Hi, Jamie. How are you, mate? Hope you're well.
Talking beer.
Nick.
Hey. I went to bed with Talking Beer last night, meaning the last time I spoke to the Talking Beer Nick was last night. Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't literally mean I went to bed with him.
So anyway, I missed it all. How did Bergvall play?
He really didn't play. He did okay in the first half. He was kind of the impactful player for Djurgården, but in the second half, he was pretty anonymous. Unfortunately, the game ended 3-0.
I saw the score.
Yeah. The first two goals were given away by the Bergvall brothers. The first goal was a penalty in the box from his brother Theo, and the second goal was given away, unfortunately, by Lucas. He gave away a penalty. It was a set piece just outside the box, and the Hammarby player, he was really good. I got to look up what was his name. Basara. He was on the double. Just an amazing set piece kicker. And so Bergvall, for the majority of the game, was on a yellow. So they took him out, I think, in the 76th minute because he was on a yellow. And I think because it was his last game, they decided to take him out. So he kind of ended on a low, I think, unfortunately. But the team as a whole did not play well. Djurgården did not play well, which is surprising. At first, we thought that this was the last game of the season, but they're only like a third of the way through their season.
Yeah. They started this season in April.
Yeah.
So what Lucas Bergvall has actually said, he said that he's had a pre-season from January to March. They did a pre-season. Then they started their league in April, and now he's coming to Tottenham for a second pre-season in under 6 months.
Wow.
So if you can't get fit, lad, having 2 pre-seasons, then you're never going to get fit. What
do you think about Bergvall as far as him coming into, and do you think he will walk in and challenge, in his position, or do you think that he's going to be on the bench for a while?
It's difficult to say because, again, it comes down to environment, it comes down to needs, it comes down to circumstance, and I go back to Dele Alli. When Dele Alli came to Tottenham and they bought him for 5 million from MK Dons, then let him stay at MK Dons till the end of the season, although we'd signed him. He then came to us, and when he came to us, nobody in their right mind thought that Dele Alli would be a first team player. And because of circumstance and because of what happened when he got his time, he got his first minutes on the pitch, he ended up scoring a goal. The rest is history. He remained a first team player, didn't he? Or he remained in the first team squad. So people, it comes down to circumstance. If things are aligned and they're right, then he'll be a first team player. I don't think he's been bought to pad out the academy, put it that way.
Yeah.
No, contractually, according to reports here in Spain anyway, because he was set to sign for Barcelona and he didn't, which is why he signed for Spurs. The reports over here, at least, are that he wasn't promised first team football here in Barcelona, which he was promised at Spurs. The wages that he's going to be on are higher, and his agent commission for signing for Spurs was higher than if it were for Barcelona. So according to all of this, he will be a first team player next season. Whether he'll play 5 games or 25 games or 35 games, that is, as Jose was saying, circumstance, needs, whatever. But he will be a first team player next season, according to the information that I've seen here. So, but if he, we were talking about before, Alan, he could come on as an impact sub, find that pass that Maddison or whoever couldn't find, and everyone's, going to be absolutely loving him. The manager could be on board and say, right, you're going to get more minutes than you previously thought, because you are actually better than what we see on the training pitch, because you actually grow more in games than you do on the pitch or whatever. And but it just has to be in situ. It has to be on the day, on the moment, at that specific time. If you can turn up, the heat, and you are, regardless of your age, if you can do it, you're gonna play. Whether you're a starter or not, I don't know, because there are heavy hitters in the team. But you're going to have more of an impact. You're going to have more, more game time than previously thought. But it all depends. I mean,
it's the same as Werner. When Werner came to Tottenham in January, Werner came in because we had players playing at the AFCON, players playing at the Asia Cup and stuff like that. So we were short on numbers. And then I think obviously we'd lost Solomon for injury and stuff like that. And Werner came in, but then Richarlison got injured. So, so Werner then came in, and Werner ended up playing a lot more than was previously anticipated because of circumstance, because we'd lost a lot of players in the forward 3 positions. So he got a lot more game time. So the same can be said for any of the players that come to Tottenham. At the end of the day, on the show that we did the other day, and I'm sure, Alan, that you're the similar mind, and so you, Chris, is the players that we want to bring in this year or this summer. We want players to come in to challenge for the first team and to give competition. We don't want players to come in and pad our bench up. So therefore, it all comes down to circumstance, because 25 players will want to play. So it's all going to come down to circumstances.
We were talking about complacency. I think I said the word, for me, to sum up Maddison, is complacency, because there was no one there to push him, regardless of his injuries or whatever. But he's got no one there to really push him, and so he knows more or less, bar injuries or bar whatever, he's going to be starting day in, day out, or week in, week out, because he's got no one there to push him. You bring in Eze, regardless of his price, but you've got Eze there training with you, right? You know that he's going to turn up the heat because he's that kind of player, because he's a quality player, and he's going to want to start as well, whether he's going to be a 10, whether he's going to be a left winger or left foot, wherever he plays. But if the competition is, no, you're going to be our 10, and Madison's, you're already on 10. That complacency, if it remains, Madison's not going to play, because you can basically swap Madison, stick him on the bench or up top, or outside the ground, and Eze is going to turn it up anyway. You will notice a difference, but the quality of the team will not lack, because you've got such a good player in Eze. It's not the same as if you bring in Bergvall, which is a question mark. It's a question mark, a work in progress, so to speak. You can't change like for like Madison Bergvall yet, but if you do Eze, complacency goes, the quality doesn't lack, and you still got that possibility of pushing forward, winning games, creating space, creating opportunities, scoring a goal, scoring a free kick, and that's what you need. So yes, you need competition for your supposed starting 11, your top 15, top 14, top 16 players, and that will only benefit the club, the team, your league position, your Europa League run, if you've got everyone firing on all pistons, because everyone's going to be at it and wanting to play and spurring each other on, and so that's the way I see it. But I do agree with that.
Do you think that the strategy changes now that we're going to have Thursday football as well?
What changes from what sense? Because we didn't have football last season.
Well, that's what I mean. We only played once a week before, and a lot of players didn't look like they would show up on the day, whereas now we're going to be playing multiple times in the week. We'll have between FA Cup, Carabao, and now we'll have Europa. Do you think that our strategy as far as rotation, do you think that's going to change at all? Or do you think we're going to stick with the same squad that we play on the weekend as well as in Europa? Or do you think that we're going to have to rotate our squad a little more?
Well, you'll have a squad of 25, right? Regardless of that saying, you're going to have a squad of 25. And then you'll pad up that squad of 25 with the under 21. So last year we were in a fortunate position where we had a squad of 25, but then we also had a Doggy and Saar because they were under 21s, so they didn't have to be put into the 25. This year we'll have a squad of 25, and then any of the younger players who are still under 21 will make extra players, so to speak. And because you're only playing in one extra competition, and that's the Europa League. One extra competition we're playing in. Yeah, okay, the game happens on a Wednesday or a Thursday night, depending, but Thursday night predominantly. So basically, you're just going to utilise more of your squad, aren't you? More games, the more squad that you'll utilise. That's what I would have thought. Yep. With the cups, we only played 3 cup games last year, didn't we? So, we got knocked out of the Carabao in the first possible round, and in the FA Cup, we won the 3rd round, but got knocked out in the 4th round. So, we didn't get to. We didn't get to utilise. Or we did get to utilise a squad last year because of the amount of injuries we had. So right. we were forced to do what we want to do normal this year. We were forced to do last year. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Regarding the strategy, obviously the dates. If we have good runs, cup runs, Europa League runs, yeah, of course you're going to have to balance between. And if you have the players, right, because having a good squad, I mean, it sounds simple to talk about, right? And I'm sure everyone thinks this way. The bigger squad you have, right, and if you have more or less similar kind of quality in players, you can say, right, Eze, you're playing on, I don't know, Thursday against, I don't know, God knows who, right, on Thursday away from home, right? The level won't drop, right? It will be different, but it won't drop because Madison's going to play in the starting 11 at home on Saturday to Man United, for example, right? Mm-hmm. Then the following week, we've got to go play at home against blah, blah, blah. So you can interchange whilst more or less the team stays the same. And Ange can, do what he needs to do. But if you haven't got what you need, which is what Jose was saying we had AFCON, we had injuries, we had this. That is just impossible to do, right? And yeah, okay, a lot of people can question, well, why didn't he do this against Fulham? And why did we go out against Fulham? And why didn't we do this against so-and-so in the cup? Those are question marks that are for the professionals to answer, right? We can only ponder. But the fact of the matter is, with a bigger squad, you've got more opportunities, right? And with a better squad, right, you've got more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that. So realistically, yes, to answer your question, the strategy is going to have to change. But with a deeper squad and with more quality, you can fight for more. You just can't wing it. Last year we were winging it with what we had, you know.
Yeah.
But next season, well, this upcoming season, or which is next season, hopefully we will have more options, more variety to have better runs in all the different competitions, and we won't have to wing it like we did this season. So, you know, the strategy will change because needs must, as
Sure.
they say.
Norman Lamont, we have Dakaru here saying, talking to Norman Lamont, I hate to be up at 1 a.m. in New South Wales. I'm unfortunately saying this from experience at 1 a.m. in New South Wales.
Oh, big up to Karu.
If you haven't done so already, sub to the 3 people on the screen. I've put all the links in there. There's the one for Chris, and
Thank you.
I've also put in Alan's one as well.
Thank you.
You're dual streaming this, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
I've put it in on the I'm in on a Talk and Ball stream, so I've put it in on there because I'm a mod there, so I've put them in, so they're all 3 of them there. So please sub to the people on screen.
Well, I hate to run, but I have to. I've been up since 4 in the morning my time, so I am ready to go.
Good. No, so am I.
No problem, man.
As soon as we jump off Dakaru, I'll meet you in the private one that I've just sent to you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I know on behalf of Colin, we're all super thrilled that you were able to get on this early or this late, depending on where you are in the world. Jose, what do you have anything coming up?
I'll possibly do a show tomorrow at 4:00.
Nice.
Yeah, possibly tomorrow at 4:00.
Chris, what about you? Anything coming up for Meta Football TV?
Yeah, I've got a lot of things in the pipe. I just have to get them out. But personal issues are there, and they have to be sorted out first. But yeah, they're all in place. They just have to be done and dusted. So stay tuned.
Cool. Very cool.
And when are you next on, Alan?
Next on, I probably will do another stream at some point. Colin and I might do another North American stream. Other than that, I'll probably do a stream about transfers, because that's really all there is right now. Once the transfer window opens, though, because up until then, it's sort of all speculation and a lot of we'll get linked with everybody under the sun. But once the window opens, I'll probably do another stream.
So if you subscribe to these channels that are on in the chat, subscribe to them all. Hit the notification bell. You'll get to find out when Chris is on again. You'll get to find out when Alan is on again. Just hit, but it's easy. Sub, notification bell. These gentlemen, you'll know exactly when they're going to be on next.
Cool.
And thank you, everybody. Any parting words, anybody?
Well, thank you for having me on. And until the next time.
And for me, it's
Yes.
just come on, you Spurs. In hands I trust.
And I think we go out. What does Colin like to go out with? He likes to go out with his
James Madison song.
the James Madison
I
song.
don't know whether he's got that back up and running though.
Does he have it?
Don't know.
No, I don't think he's got that back up and running because he lost it, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
he
that.
lost it. Yeah, he did. He lost it. Yeah, he lost it. so therefore he hasn't got it anymore. So I think he just ends the streams now. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys. On behalf of Colin again, Jose, thank you for jumping on. Chris, thank you so much for jumping on. And
My pleasure.
as you guys say, come on, you Spurs.
come on,
Come on,
you
you
Spurs.
Spurs.